What's up, everybody? Started. Oh my, so much changed.
Let's go. Sub not Carl.
Says
Did you know Konadian Canuck is a buddy of mine? He's famous for chugging maple syrup on stream. Check him out at URL and redeem take a maple syrup. Hope you have a great stream, brother Sealman.
hope yours going good.
Real
Your whole
Scott
day is good.
asterisk.
Very warm. A trick.
I got no audio by the way. I am talking to someone.
Got no audio? Oh, test. Oh, test. Cutting out. Test. Oh, test. Cutting out. Test. Oh, test. Cutting out. Test. Oh. Yeah. For some reason, it's not wanting to activate. Fireproof. Hope this. Test. Oh my god. Okay, that I figured it out. Thank you, Carl, for letting me know. I could see that it was receiving some type of audio, but it was really low. It wasn't trying to pick up high. I think what was going on was it was my other microphone that was picking up that I'm not using right now that's further away. Misconfigured? What's that? Your input keyframe interval is set incorrectly. Updating to 2 seconds will reduce viewer latency. Huh. I have not seen that before. Now it says... It's different. Well, we got the audio working though. Audio's working. Bot Trick should be working on YouTube as well. Chatbot is on. All right. I'm going to prepare myself. Check it out. My wife came home today because I go through Q-tips like I go through one of these 500 boxes like it's blue. Like nothing, man. Like nothing. So she went ahead, she got me this 325 pack of industrial cotton swabs. Check out this. It's a huge pack, man. Huge, huge, huge. This will do me great for dabbing. This will do huge. I like this. Can't wait to try it. Whoa, Joey, where did you just come from? Whoa. Kitty, you gotta be careful when you jump up like that. Okay, Joey's a part of this the stream, I guess. Hey, come over here. Well, I'm trying not to break YouTube's terms and conditions. Not like Kick on here, man. They don't let you do whatever you want to do. Yeah, man, there's different sizes too. These ones are kind of medium range. Kind of not bad. Hey, Joey. Show you guys Joey real quick. Hey, Joey. Like when they were doing the COVID test and they need a long one to stick up your nose. All right, going in. This one's a good size. I like it. Holy fuck. I could take a few dabs per Q-tip on these, man. Holy fuck. This works good. I like it, honey. This works really good. These aren't even the really big ones.
Look at all that earwax.
Hmm?
Look at that earwax.
Yeah, look at all that earwax. Yeah. Look at all that solventless earwax. Oh my gosh. I gotta do a video in the Glob Mob after with these, man. You guys are gonna love this, man. That works really good. Perfect. Joey, can you sit in a way that's not on top of my mouse and my mouse pad? Is that okay? Come here, buddy. Yeah, come here. Well, can we figure out a way where we can share this desk together? Is that okay? No? Come on. Come on, Joey. Meet me in the middle here. Literally in the middle, right where my keyboard is. Come on. There we go. And Joey, please don't bite my microphone while you're here, okay? Yeah. So I think where I left off here was I was just starting to put down a platform and build some stuff. Hi, Joey. Oh, you know, I probably have to add Botrix onto my permissions for YouTube, probably. No, I think I did that. I don't know, we'll figure it out eventually. Oh, shit. Joey. Joey! Here we go. So I put this down without really knowing what the heck I'm doing. I'm gonna need more. Oh, Joey, please. Please do not hit my hand. Okay, so I got these two things, and now can I put like a room? Rotate. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Oh, it's still a little bit bigger, eh? I don't even think I need that on there, to be honest. Right? Because like this I could put the other smaller shit, because this stuff, does it all have support? Oh, it all comes with supports, eh? So Reinforced Habitat Foundation. So do I need to put it? But I guess I'm gonna drown. I'm gonna get some air. Damn, and now it's not even gonna fucking work out there, eh? Put it over here. That'll work. Need 2 lead. Oh, I'm missing supplies. Okay, I see. It lets you put everything down without actually having the resources. Okay. So this should be down here. There we go. Something like that. Oh, Joey. Yeah, man, you hit my hand. So I need lead and plasteel. Hi, Joey. Hi, Kitty. Anything on the radio? No. No, don't bite the microphone, dude. Hey. Come on, we know this, man. Don't do this. I need 2 of these. And what was it, lead? I have lithium.
Hey, don't scratch my chair.
Don't do that. Not cool, Joey. So I only have 7, and I also need some lead. Buddy, what's going on? Come on.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Where you going, Joey? You want to be on camera? It's one lead. Yo, that guy's got fucking scraps on him. What the hell? He's definitely trying to fuck with me right now. Oh, he's picking it all up though. Look at that. Crazy, he literally keeps picking it up. This is such like a chill game. That titanium, was it? No, it was silver. Another silver. Get some free air. I have a lead though, right? Oh, that used up my one lead already on that. That was quick. I used it up.
Vital signs stabilizing.
That takes a lot of inventory out of my bag. Oh, it's lithium. It's not even lead. Hilarious, because I'm pretty sure I have lithium chilling over here, don't I? Yeah, I got 2 lithium. That's hilarious. Shit, I'm going the wrong way.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, let's go lurk. That's such a jump scare for me, honestly. Whenever that thing goes off, I'm always like, oh my god, what's going on? What's going on? Thank you, lurk. Oh, shoot. Those fish explode, they're not cool. I'll go put a little bit here. So it was 2. Darn, so I need another one of those.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Pretty sure that was lead. Hey, when it does that, like, jumps like a fish out of water. I'm just trying to stick my head up so I can get some air. When I look at my pad, I'm not wasting it. Yeah, so I got 1 lead. So I can finish that one side of something. The top room. And then, see what this thing was. Some gold. I'm finding a lot of gold, which is weird. That would be more rare. Lad. Oh, so it's this platform then. Which, is that even necessary? Like, I feel like that's a little bit... redundant, but... No lithium. Where does the guy get lithium?
Oxygen.
Oh, it only gives you 4, eh? I thought that was going to give you more. All right. think I need to go deeper for lead. Oops. Can't go that low. Without scraping. This area looks different.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Silver. Hit the wrong button to attack at first. That's a cool looking thing. The glow in the dark. Just getting silver here, that's all I'm getting.
The biomass in this area is dominated by plant life, picking up faint or Terra vehicle signatures.
If I could play this game like just with like no need to drink or eat and just constantly explore, just to see what this game has to offer, because this game, like every different area has so much looking to do, you know what I mean? Like there's just too much in this game for somebody who just gets into it now. Kind of in this shit right now. I don't want to hit anything. What's that thing? Cyclops Hall. Okay.
Seek fluid intake.
Nothing here is just trying to kill me right away. That's kind of nice.
Vital signs stabilizing. Vital signs stabilizing.
There's a lot of different flora here I never see. What do we have here? Life pod. This thing's super helpful for getting around, man. Make sure nothing's gonna hurt me.
Live pod launch sequence initiated. Entering planetary atmosphere.
My creators, the cherishers and sustainers of worlds, give me this day my daily pleasures as I give to those who seek pleasures from me.
External
Lithium. Okay, here we go. That was just on the floor.
In light, truth, and love for mine is the power. I am the one, on and off and on again.
Big thing of salt.
Life is a game which the universe plays.
Oh shit.
I am done playing as this bundle of flesh. Return me.
That guy wasn't too friendly. What is that? Nice. Tree leech.
30 seconds.
Tree mushroom. Okay, let's see if I can find some more. Power transmitter.
Blueprint acquired.
Let's go. What is this? Copper. Oh, that makes sense. Any more lithium? Bit of a squeeze for the scuba gear. Oh, it's a little bit bigger here. Oh, we're getting close to 200 anyhow. Gold. Lead. You seem to be friendly. Yes. Is that another one right there? Man, this stuff just spawns around here. So, hey, wait a minute. Yo. No way! Look at that. You go through that portal and it's dry here. I can breathe. What? Going to eventually figure out what to do with these. They have to turn on somehow. That main spot. Interesting. I think these are like portals where like they'll teleport me to different spots in the map, I think. Once I figure that out. But I'm not 100% sure. Oh, back in the water. Spot's really good for ore. Another one right there too. I missed it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Ooh. I was in there a bit, eh? In the caves and stuff. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's just metal salvage. I'll still take it. What did I hit? Is it the fishies? I'm so confused. Oh, inventory full. Oops. Just did the wrong thing with that. Oops. Okay, so I think I have to put a hatch into there. And then I'm gonna need some quartz. Right there's some. There you go. Yeah, like that. That lowers the hull strength. How do you even get in without one of these?
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Oh my god, oxygen production offline. That's not good. I guess I'd have to... Okay. Damn, so I could fire torpedoes and have a grappling hook on that thing? That's pretty fucking cool. Okay, I should maybe upgrade my shit. Cooks and sterilizes a small organism for immediate consumption. So I can cook things on the go? Oh, fuck, dude. I need that. That's a Cyclops thing that I'm trying to get. So I could do thermal.
30 seconds.
So I guess if I have one of those geysers, I could use that for heat production. But I don't have one of those, so... There's also a bioreactor. This stuff here I was really into. Okay, so modification station. I guess I need that to modify shit. Fabricator. A radio. Yeah, I want to like build a locker. That's really big. I want to build a wall locker, small wall mount, large one. This. I want this. I want to build this. A battery charger. Holy fuck, that's fucking yes. Yes. Sure. This is a good start. Yeah, I mean, why not, right? Well, it's all gonna take power though, so that's the thing, right? If I'm gonna want to put solar, I'm gonna have to build that up, eh? Oh, that thing gassed me. Oh shit. All right. Oh, I need some titanium too. I have the means for it, but not the space currently. I'll have to open that up there. Glassite process from quartz, right? Gold. Okay, then it's just titanium when I'm there. Oh, I can't do that on the fly, eh? Okay. Damn, I thought I could. Hmm. Thought I could do this over here. I can't. So for these tubes, I could do like I do like a platform up here that has a tube coming down to it. No, it doesn't let me do that. Okay, ladders connect 2 floors, yeah, but then to do a second floor, can I just... Yo, I can, eh? Okay, and then like a ladder inside the 2, I guess. So like... Oh, and I have to build each layer under it. Hmm. What if I do like vertical connector? I don't know, because I've never built in this game. See. See if I can get the information. So it's saying here, if I got this correct, the power, like if I put a solar panel, it could basically, it can transfer power up to 20 meters. So if I'm 20 meters within my base, it'll work. And it stores energy. Oh, so I don't even have to have them out of the water. I can literally just have them on a roof of the structure, or even on the floor. So like I could put a platform down, it looks like by these photos, and just put solar panels on the platform itself. Okay.
It's a timed whistle. So it's like every 60 seconds, all the players will whistle. Not at once, but it'll be one after another. Whereas this game, you can literally just keep pressing number 1, which is the taunt, and you can just keep taunting them.
Oh, you can taunt at will?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not timed like Call of Duty.
So we're gonna play tomorrow? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to play tonight, I'm down. I'm playing right now. Yeah, tomorrow I'm down.
Go away, or I shall taunt you a second time. Huh?
I bite my thumb at you, sir.
Bunch of English pig
How
dogs.
okay? How long do you get to set up?
It depends. It depends on however long the match or the host sets it for.
Okay, because that looks like it might
Everything's
take
all
some time.
customizable. Yeah. No, it literally, bro. It like I've had moments where it's been like 60 seconds. I've had moments where it's like 120 seconds. So it really depends. And if you see the timer at 60 seconds, you just gotta find a basic, paint yourself one color and hope for the best. I actually had this good spot probably about 5 or 6 games ago. It was a patterned wall where it was like blue with yellow lines in it, and I literally painted myself so perfectly, I survived till the end. It was great.
Nice.
That is cool. It's not anything like what I expected it would look like.
No, this yeah, no, definitely not.
For some reason, I had it in my mind more like camouflaged in like a normal, like natural environment.
Oh, it will be. It will be. Just give it a second. Give it 79 seconds. Give it that minimum.
Okay. Well, I ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, these guys really suck at playing, apparently. There's a few of them playing. There's 3 still hiding.
Can't do that because it's
All right, so I'm assuming there's a 2 sides to this, that you're playing a person hiding, but you can also play a person finding.
Yeah, there's a couple different game modes. There's hide and seek, so it's where everyone hides a character and then everyone goes finds a character. Now, you could literally just go find your own character, no problem. Which I don't like playing that game mode. It's this infection game mode where 1 or 2 people start as the hunters, everybody else hides, and then as soon as you're found, you become a hunter until the last person's found.
That seems like it'd make a game a little bit faster.
Yeah, way better. I like this way better. It's a lot quicker, and it gives you a moment to just kind of like look at your surroundings and see what else you can come up with next time, you know? Oh, they are taunting. They are taunting. The chameleons win. The Cha Melons win. Let's go. Oh yeah, and then as soon as the round's over, it gives you like 25 or 30 seconds to look at where everyone hid to see what they were, what they painted as. There we go. Yeah. Oh, don't you fucking do this. Oh, come on. Are you gonna play Realstone?
no, man, I don't even have it.
Oh shit.
I was gonna grab it when we all play together though.
You keep an eye out. I'll send it your way.
I just figured if we're not playing it yet, so
Hunters win. Ooh.
I had a message from Dragon actually, so I popped in here. He was asking if I was gonna be in here.
Astro wasn't here, but he had to go pick up his son.
Yeah.
So he'll probably be back. Who am I kidding? He'll be back. He'll be back.
Pretty soon that kid's gonna be driving himself, man.
That's crazy. I remember when we met him at the barbecue at your place that one time. They were so tiny then.
So small, bro.
Yeah.
Now they're like little adults.
Okay, Larry, now you actually get to see the game. Are you ready?
Ready.
Holy shit. This guy wants to be a hunter. A fucking weirdo. Alrighty then. Good luck. Better be infection mode though. Oh. Oh. Okay, so I got 100 seconds to hide. So actually, let me go up here.
Calorie intake recommended.
Yes.
Oh, I can't go that close. Yeah, you can't really like submerge your body like crazy.
Vital signs stabilizing.
See, my problem is like I'm not very artsy.
Neither am I, bro. Neither am I.
You just gotta break up the silhouette. That's all you really have to do. You don't want any lines.
Words.
Down like, oh shit. Like that.
Uh-oh.
And let's hope that it fucking works. That's a terrible paint job. I'm gonna make this better. I'm gonna
Uh-oh.
make this better.
And it's all gold? Wow. Seems weird that gold is so just prevalent in this map compared to
That's a
copper.
little bit better. Oh shit. Yeah, we lose in this round, that's for sure. That's a terrible paint job.
See, I can't draw very well. That's what worries me about that game. It's like if I have enough time to.
Oh, bro, look at mine. Like, this is terrible.
I kind
This
of
is
like how
absolutely
Prop
terrible.
Hunt has like set props that you use, you know.
Yeah.
But it's a cool idea though. At the same time, this is different.
Don't tell Jiggy, but this makes me want to play prop hunt. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll keep that between us.
I should calling myself red there. So I'm giving myself way too hard. This guy just ran by me.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
They're on a rampage.
It's copper, so I'm really missing.
Oh, and you really hit like if you look at me here, oh, this guy's staring right at me. That son of a bitch. You fucking waited.
I mean, there is a lot going on in these maps to just throw off the eyes when they're looking for you.
Oh, yes, sir. Got him. Only 2 people left. And And they're not even whistling. It's better when they whistle, because then you can actually fucking locate them. Just one person left.
You're just shooting at random.
Yeah. Where we can get up there? Where? Where were all the hiding spots? Okay, so we had a guy over here. Oh, that's where they were. Right here. Just hiding? What? Wow. No, that wasn't that. Hard to find that master spot. Alrighty, let's be some terrible artists here. Oh, good. Good. Yeah. I like this one.
If I built here, it would have just been good. Would have had oxygen.
Hoping this works. Maybe I'll put my head like this. It's less visible. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. Hideout in plain view. That person can do it, so can we, right?
I will
not?
try.
Watch it put me as the fucking hunter, though. I'll think this is the best spot ever, and then boom, you'll be the hunter. Maybe I'll draw a red flannel on myself. Oh.
So you're playing hide and go seek in Microsoft Paint.
Yeah, I mean, why not play two games at once? Okay, so we want a little red, boom. We want to... bring the sleeves. Widen this brush a little bit. Get the job done a little quicker, you know?
30
Okay,
seconds.
now we need to find a black. Ooh, there's a black.
Jeez.
Terrible artistry. Tell you right now, I never passed art class.
You fooled me.
I sure fooled myself.
Quartz, titanium, copper. Oh, I didn't know it. Titanium.
Look, I got a 9-pack. Boom. Beautiful red flower. These motherfuckers find me. Close only one person's. What the fuck? You haven't found anybody yet? Holy moly. I hit over on those other pillars one time, Larry, and there was people, I kept whistling, and they kept like searching around, they couldn't find me, and it was like the last like 30 seconds of the game. Someone finally found me. Birdie's chirping.
Hello there.
What's good, Larry?
Dragon.
Good to see you.
What's good, Canadian?
Ayo.
Hey, yo.
What's
How are you
good,
doing
dude?
today?
Not much, just finished. Is Astro around?
Yeah, he's
Chased
coming
him
back.
away.
Chase Astro away.
Yeah, to go pick up his wife. He threatened us with his return shortly.
Threatened us, yeah.
We feared for our lives, actually. We were pretty fearful.
I've got 911 on speed dial, just waiting.
Wait, I thought you guys were in Canada.
It's also 9/11 for us.
What?
Really?
Yeah, in Europe though, it's well, I don't know about all of Europe, but in Portugal, it's 112. Hold on,
A few days
I'm not sure if
ago-
it's 112 or 211 anymore.
A few days ago, there were several states that their 911 services were down for the day. The same
Oh,
day
shit.
that there was significant geopolitical shifts going on.
Man, I'm too high for this shit.
You are you doing Warzone, Dragon?
Yeah, yo. If y'all down, I'm down.
Yeah, let me save this
Not
up and
out-
I'll hop
all
over.
Warning.
Alright, I'm
Emergency power
open
only.
this.
Oxygen production
Pull up.
offline.
Oxygen production offline.
Oh, the guy was on the pole too? That's funny.
You look you. You look like you can use the coffee.
We also used to also have like other numbers, like I think it was 411 for information. Do you guys also have that? Or
Yeah.
other
Same one,
numbers?
411 we have.
311. We have 311.
311.
311 now. I think it used to be 411.
I think it used to be, right? 411?
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Hop on Warzone.
It's, whoa.
Is it just those two?
There's also you can to find out the last number that called you. Well, what is it? Star 67 or star 69?
That's the same here
I think
too.
star 69. And then
One of
star
them's to block
67
your
is the
number,
high
and one of them.
Yeah.
Anytime I think 69, I'm like, am I just being dirty?
100%, bro.
Probably, but also
that really
there was.
remember?
I'm sure I remember
drew a
that there
dick
was
on
two
himself. Look at
things.
that.
One was to block your identity from coming through a caller ID, and the other one was to pull back the last number you called. I haven't done that shit in forever.
I know, right? Because that's all on the house phone. Who even has a house phone anymore?
It's a house phone.
Well, can you? I think you can also do some of those things on your cell phone. Should be able to do all those things on your cell phone.
Yeah, but you also have the setting for that. You don't even need to do that thing anymore. You can just
Yeah. It's just
reset it.
it's obsolete because you got your call log there with all your contacts and everything. You're right. I thought you said you were stoned.
I am.
I gotta catch
What you
up.
smoking today?
Modify goat.
Grapes? Or
Our time.
Modify goat.
oh, okay.
Modified goat.
Yes, sir.
I've had modified grapes before.
I'm having a really hard time here.
I don't think I've had anything modified.
You haven't had the modified cuts?
I don't think so.
You gotta ask your
I'm
guy
still
for
on
that modified stuff, man. The lab modified
I'm still on the gelatos.
gelatos.
Yeah.
I like
Doing pretty good.
gelato 43. I like
Isn't GMO
and
modified?
41. GMO is wait, were we talking the wheat strain GMO?
Yeah, isn't that modified?
That stands for garlic, mayo, onions.
That's awesome.
That's what the terpene profile of the plant is. That's why they call it that.
For that strain, really?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a very garlicky kind of like. My one buddy hates it because he says it tastes like teriyaki sauce.
It's a good. It's
Okay, I don't like teriyaki sauce, so I probably wouldn't like it. It may not taste like that to me either, though.
I went over there one time with it, and he's like, "Man, he's like, is this GMO?" I'm like, "Yeah, I love it. I love the garlic and the onion flavor." And he's like, "Oh, I fucking hate it. It just tastes like teriyaki sauce." I was like, "Oh, my bad, man."
I like a lot of the lemons, the grapes, strawberries.
Strawberries are
Strawberry
nice.
cough.
That's the strawberry Gary is nice because it's the fruity with the a little bit of the earthy mixed in.
I don't like a lot of the earthy though.
Oh, okay.
This guy's
Yeah,
totally
but a lot of the strains, there's some strains that don't give the euphoria effect.
Oh yeah.
Some more than others. Some of them are really. I mean, I think they're doing it more for the flavor. It's kind of like if you focus on one thing too much, you might lose others.
Yeah.
Am I wrong there, Real Stone?
Yeah, like
I like strains that give you the euphoria effect. You know, that helps a lot.
like you know, like when we talk about like lab tests, right? Like you know, you'll say like they like this THC is over 30%. Sorry, this weed's over 30% THC, right? That'll probably mean that like shit. It might be lower in terps because like if that whole plant is like majority of high cannabinoids, it's not a lot of terpenes. You know, like it can only have like 100% of the stuff within the profile, right? So as you start adding
it's kind
stuff,
of misleading.
yeah, you know, but there are some underliers where you see like decent high THC with like a really strong terpy profile for flavor, you know.
Well, this is one of the reasons why like regulation doesn't make much sense because the people that you'd put in charge of regulating this stuff, or the people adjudicating, any kind of disputes on it, they don't have this kind of level of information. They don't even understand what they're trying to judge.
They don't,
You know what I
man.
mean?
They don't.
They just know that shit is hella strong.
Like now, their science is saying that like indica and sativa is bullshit. It's really just the type of terpenes in the weed that make it feel a certain way. It's because of the entourage effect and how everything synergizes together and works together.
Yep. I believe that. But I'd also say that so many things have become so hybridized too. It's hard to find a pure anything.
That
So-
too. Everything's really, really intercrossed now with hybrids. And I get it too, right? Because it's kind of like sativas take a long time to grow, indicas are shorter time period to grow. You get it kind of in between in that happy medium, but you can kind of get best of both worlds, right? It's kind of where everything's going. Everybody wants to get X amount of pounds per light right now. That's really what it's about.
But
I just want to feel relaxed, man.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, that's the other thing too, is different people are looking for different things. So it's
Sorry,
great to have
YouTube.
a wide variety. Plus,
I want to feel relaxed and awake. I don't want to feel relaxed and like I'm a zombie.
yeah, absolutely.
I got these sativa edibles that are made with Durban poison. Dragon, you'd love Durban poison.
I want to start upgrading this weapon.
Turpin poison. I think I heard of that before.
I don't like those. I don't like the
Yeah.
Durban poison. I don't
Ugh.
like the ones that taste like a diesel type.
Yeah, that
type
was
of
fucked.
chemically flavor. I get it, and I know that people love it.
Straight fucked.
I'm not.
What do we got here?
There was a
Double
lot of
weapon
people loved it.
XP,
So I'm
15
kind of an outlier in that, I think.
So you probably you like sativa, like for your sativa, then you might want to like hazes and stuff.
Yeah, like a lemon haze.
Yeah.
Oh god, I love lemon haze.
Enemy
Like
soldier
this
incoming.
modified gold that I'm smoking, it feels like my thoughts are relaxed. They're not bouncing off the walls. Like I don't feel like I'm going at 1,000 miles per hour,
Yeah, you slow
Yeah.
down a bit.
and I feel good. Like that.
That's a good place to be, man.
What time is it?
Enemies are dropping into the area.
9:20 at night.
Neutralize.
Yeah, we'll take some sativa gummies. It's okay.
I
They
do
did
like
my
those
fucking
that leave
voice
me
ago.
relaxed
Stand
and
by for
awake.
deployment.
That is definitely some of the
Well,
best.
that's a
for
good one.
me. A good body high with still a good mind clarity.
Feel stoned and dragon does
But I
that.
also don't get much of that high
That's a good name.
psychoactive effects anymore because
Yeah, I see
one,
that.
I'll smoke the same strain for a very long time.
Oh, that's good.
And I'll build a tolerance to it. But also, I smoke so much that
Resurgence.
Ow.
There we go.
it's my permanent state.
Enemies
Water
stay
pile.
alive. Get ready. Squad in the
Yep.
fight. Mark a drop point for
I
your
didn't-
squad and hit the sill.
In a way, doing it that way, you get more of
Looks
the
like we got one
medicinal
guy
effects
coming in
than
with
the
us.
psychoactive effects, and that's what I enjoy. But I love getting a good high, but also at the same time, I want to get as much of this medicine in my body as possible to help protect me and make my body work right.
Well, you want to laugh?
Give me that.
Like totally, like doing the same strain over and over and over, because you're getting the same like cannabinoids over and over and over, in the same ratio over and over and over. That what it basically is like the feeling of the high is that like it's that increase, that initial increase in your cannabinoid intake, right?
Yeah.
So once you're already like you're topped off in a sense, right? There's no jump up, so you're not feeling like the fucking you're like you're saying you're fucking
You're
normal.
readjusting your baseline.
Yeah, very much so. Readjusting that baseline, then it becomes the new norm, right?
Well, one of the other things that does too is it helps keep my blood sugar levels very, very low.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Yeah, it's definitely good with that. Also, certain types of diabetes. I can't remember if it's type 1, type 2. Ooh. Realize
But every once in a while, I want to change it up. And, kaboom. I'll be used to smoking a whole lot, not getting anywhere, and then smoke a little bit. Go.
Loading
What's
fresh
my name
mag.
again?
Like, you know, it's not good for going long stretches without like drinking or eating when you're on it all the time. 'Cause it'll mess with your levels a bit. Like it keeps your.
Oh, my good levels.
Yeah,
I think it
drop
keeps
you down too
drops
low.
blood sugar a bit.
Yeah.
If you don't smoke in a while, what? Huh?
That helps too.
The cannabis in general will lower your. It has a tendency to lower blood sugar a bit. Like
Oh, isn't that a good thing?
my blood sugar drops a little low on its own, so I have to like make sure I'm keeping
Think
food
about it like
every so often.
something you want to
Get your
keep in
squad to the
balance.
safe
Like
zone.
there's a
Leave no
you
one
don't want it
behind.
at an extreme, like too low or too high. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You'll run into problems on both ends if it's too high or too low.
You want to just like.
I'm not.
balance.
I don't really have the issue with the high, but I get like noticeably affected when it's low. Like, I get like dumb.
For some people, they can get fatigued so much and
I get
can
dumb,
extreme,
shaky,
as
and
extreme as having seizures if it's too much. Or
well, I'm not that bad, but I'll get shaky and like I get pass out for sure if I go long enough.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Before I changed my diet,
Give me that.
I'd say that I did that quite often. I'd get shaky, but then I don't know. I changed a few things, and I don't have that problem anymore.
I find what you eat matters too, because like certain foods, your body breaks down slower than others, right?
Operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
Yes, and certain things are more dense in nutrient value than others. So like,
Yeah.
I can eat it, and a lot of people don't like them, but I'll eat like a 10 of sardines.
Enemy
Those are
soldier
packed
incoming.
with a lot of
Got a lot of good oils too on it.
vitamins, good oils. And, you know, for some people it's too fishy for them, and I get it, or there's disgusting to them, and I get that too. But it used to be before tuna, it used to be a
Marking the
really
rest
big
of that
staple
squad on
item
your attack
that
map.
people would eat,
Get hunting.
and
Target
it's
down.
cheap,
Marking the rest.
Yeah.
of them.
really cheap protein.
And it's got a lot of omegas. Like if you're like depressed and shit like that, it's really good to go eat something like that.
Yeah, and it's a snack, but even if I want, I can keep a 10 of it on my
You're being tracked by an enemy squad. Evade and
on my
survive.
desk and just hey, you know, I'm feeling hungry.
All right,
It's a
give me
good
a 50
snack.
bag of it.
Yeah.
9 left. Keep the
And I don't have
pressure
to feel
on.
bad about it for the most part. You know, depending, you want to watch what oil is packed in and stuff, but
Enemy destroyed.
But culturally, my
Attack
people eat
map to hunt
sardines
down
like
the rest
crazy,
of
like
them.
on the barbecue and shit. They love it.
yeah. Now
Enemy dropping
anchovies,
into
I
the
don't like
AR.
that shit at all. It's way too salty.
Kill confirmed. We've located the rest of them.
You out of here?
Have a good night, man.
Later, dude.
That's too risky, man.
All right,
All
man.
right, give me a 50 bag of it.
Have Steph tuck you into that race car bed.
Mark remaining operators from that squad.
Vroom.
Hunt them down.
Well, I'm gonna snipe that again.
On the bridge.
Just for the heck of it. I like trying new things just for the heck of it. One night, I was like, wow, shit. I'll order anchovies and pizza. That shit was inedible. I couldn't eat that
Got 10
shit.
squads active in the field.
Last man.
I don't know how people
Enemy
put it on
destroyed.
pizza.
Use your tac map to
I was
hunt down
angry.
the
Give me
rest
that.
of them. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map.
All right,
Get
give me a
hunting.
50 bag of it.
Yo, my hunters are around.
That's the way I am with pineapple too. Like, I've actually tried it and didn't like it. I know people like it.
Gotcha.
More power to it. But I personally don't. It's just, I don't like
Kill
pineapple.
confirmed.
That.
We've located the rest of them.
Too risky, man.
I never had pineapple.
Target down. Marking the rest of
If you
them.
haven't, you should try it, see if you like it or not. That way you can figure out which is the dividing line. You need it. It's not like.
Contract failed. Stand down.
It's a joke, I don't care.
I like pineapple,
I
but
just-
the pineapple here is like very acidic. It's not sweet.
Oh, really? That would probably make a difference.
Yeah, I just want to know where
You're
that
getting another
Teletubby
shot.
came from.
Weapons free.
I wanna know.
Right, bro, he just showed
I'll
up.
come figure out, bro.
Teletubby looking motherfucker.
I'm trying to. I'm just like looking at people drop from the sky. This is Teletubbies.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
This dude dressed like a Teletubby just showed up and smacked us. Sorry. It was not fair.
Did we lose somebody else too, other than Canadian?
No, I just think
There was somebody else in here.
Astro was in here
He
earlier.
was streaming.
Oh,
Astro got
yeah,
in
he was screen sharing.
Astro was here earlier. Like, he was the first one in here for a long time by himself, and I was over mine by myself, and I'm like, well, fuck, why?
Squad mate is redeployed.
I jumped over here, and talked to him for a while. Then Canadian jumped in.
They got me.
Talked to my wife, and then
Reloading.
Astro took off to go,
Resurgence window is ending. Watch
pick
your
up his
six.
wife, so he should be back anytime now.
Inserting additional armor. Switching
Losing
mags.
ground. Moving. Stand by for redeployment. You have reinforcements inbound. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Alright, give me a 50 bag of it.
This got teammates.
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. Good kill. Marking
Oh,
the rest of that
sniper on the
squad
bridge.
your tac map. Get hunting.
From
Fuck Bunker Buster too.
I just landed on the boat.
Oh, I got there's something else too.
Oh shit! It's a Teletubby.
Less than 10. We lost that one, but we'll get double next time.
I knew they were evil, bro.
Five squads still operational in the AO.
That show comes off like an acid trip, man. The Teletubbies, that's... What's up with that?
I don't know. Never really watched it. Never really. I've seen pictures of it. I've seen clips or something here and there, but I never really. I looked at it and something about it just said, "Don't, just don't go in." there."
Right? They use creepy vibes around Teletubby.
I'm not sure if they were around. I'm pretty sure they were around when my oldest was young. And when that came around, saw that, and I was like, nope. I went and found other programs like Baby Einstein, sat in front of that shit.
I was big on bananas and pajamas.
Bananas and pajamas.
Bananas and pajamas.
I grew up watching all that. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh yeah. Are You Afraid of the Dark? I remember that. That was a good show.
Repairman, man.
For me, it was probably Pinwheel House and Sesame Street.
Sesame Street, that's a classic.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Enemies dropping into the
Like
AO.
the big movie.
Even the Roger show was a good show.
Yeah, that too. But I think that was a little bit before me, but there was reruns.
Yeah.
No, maybe there weren't. You know, actually, no, it was probably still rolling on. You wrote it.
I learned that the person in Star Trek, George LaFloyd,
Alright, 50 bag of it.
he did
Playtime's
the
over.
Reading
Stand by for
Railroad.
deployment to the war zone.
Yep. Yeah, I used to watch that too.
Don't bite the mic.
Survive and your team can redeploy. Eliminate
mic.
targets.
Tastes so good.
It's the
Right, Hunter. Mark a
shit,
drop
what do they call
squad and go get off.
it's the sponge on it, you know?
Yeah. Well, that looks tasty.
The dampener, whatever the hell they are. He's a texture guy. He likes biting things and scratching things for texture.
Yeah.
Finally, this year got him scratching his cat tower.
We put out various things. What works best for us is like cardboard cut on its side and slats pushed together. It's cheap and it's easy and they love it. But before that, man, they've shredded so much of our furniture.
Yeah, he loves the box of whatever I buy him. Hate them.
Kids and pets, man. Can't have
Count 'em my
anything
sweetest
nice. You can have them.
Joey.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, like, the cats in my life have been more destructive than the dogs. It's crazy.
Napalm strike standing by.
I would have to agree, except I've kept a lot more cats and dogs the last couple decades.
Precision
One
airstrike
cat that
available.
loved climbing the triangle.
Raider inbound. Enemies are dropping into the area.
I never
Watch the
owned
skies.
a cat.
Raider 1-9 delivering
You don't really own a cat.
RTB.
What do you mean? You don't own a cat?
It rolls your life, man. They're not like a dog. They just do it.
Locating the rest of them.
Bag of it.
Nah.
Target down. Marking the rest
I
of
will
them.
not accept that. My cat would be doing ninja stars, flips off the walls.
You can get them to do tricks. You can train them.
Some people even get them to poop in the
Mark
toilet.
remaining operators from that squad.
Yeah, that's
Hunt
an
them
easy
down.
one to do, actually.
LDPR sound ready for launch.
The last two cats that I've
FFE, danger close.
paper
Over.
ball for me and bring it back. And I didn't teach them how to do that. They just did it.
Target down. Marking
Alright,
the
you're in
rest of
50
them.
bag of it.
Target grid empty. Negative BDA. Your
I
squad's
think
in
there's
the safe
something to
zone.
it that, you know, a dog,
Gas
as
is
long as
inbound.
it's raised pretty decent, you know, it'll just like you. It'll just like everybody. But a cat kind of has
Loadout
to
drop
choose.
headed your way.
It's pretty cool.
But the nice thing about a cat
Count 'em my
versus a dog
sweetest
too is
cheaper.
a cat
Alright, you're in
Enemy
50 bag of
destroyed.
it.
whatever,
Use your tac map to hunt down the
and
rest of them.
dog, man, you gotta be on a schedule, man. You gotta be on that dog schedule. Get up, walk, go do the things, exercise. Dogs are a little bit more maintenance than a cat, in my opinion.
Be advised, there's an enemy squad gunning.
Yeah, cats take care of themselves.
Come on!
Enemy UAV is
When we first got
online.
our outdoor farm cats, I was out providing a rancher with service out in the country.
Friendly loadout
and,
drops on the way.
They had all these cats running around, and I was making comments about them. And they're like, "Well, you want some?" And I was like, "Sure." And I called my wife, make sure it was okay. And I got talking to them. There was at the time there was a bit of a shortage in animal feed, and I was
Enemy
telling
dropping
them,
into the AR.
stocked up and like feed them. Shit, you don't feed
Attention
them
operators.
anything.
A classified weapons entering the area soon.
Hey, don't
Yeah.
they
Watch the
hunt
skies.
usually?
They hunt everything out there. If you feed them, they won't hunt.
Yeah, because then they'll get lazy.
You're in the top
They
10.
get lazy
Keep
and
knocking
fast,
them
they don't
down.
hunt as much. They will still hunt,
We've
but
got
they
10
just
squads active in the field.
Alright, you're in 50
Confirmed.
bag
Take
of
care
it.
of
We've located
mice
the
and
rest of them.
all those little critters, man. And all that.
Enemy UAV overhead. Be advised.
Yeah, the few moves
classified
are
weapons
quickly
deployed.
turned into like
It'll give you an
14.
advantage.
So
Marks remaining operators from that
we got a lot
squad.
of guard
Hunt
cats.
them
And
down.
their scent is a deterrent to like stuff like.
Yeah. The mouse hears or smells a cat's urine,
kill.
it will freeze
Marking
in
the rest of
place
that
for up
squad
to
on your
30
tag
minutes
map.
and
Get
scream
hunting.
a high-pitched screech that most people can't hear
If they
Enemy
do
soldier
what?
incoming.
if they smell a cat's urine.
Get it.
They panic, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's like built into them. Like that's death. Death is somewhere close. There are no cats in America.
I mean, they're probably not imagining a house cat either. They're imagining, like, would be a wild
Fierce,
cat, right? Not our domesticated ones.
Now, you always got to take everything today on a video with a grain of salt, but I saw this video on X the other day of a house cat that was bringing a mountain lion that was sick and immobilized. It was bringing it mice out in
Powers
the
acquired
wild.
a
Somebody
classified
had a
weapon.
Oh,
tracker
no way.
came
From
out
their
there,
cold
caught it.
dead
Yeah,
hands.
like the owner was like the cat had disappeared
Some
for
of
a
your
couple
squad
of
is
days, and they
outside
were
the
wondering
safe
where it was
zone.
at. And somebody came back with this trail cam that showed that their cat was feeding a mountain lion mice.
Enemy
There's the
airstrike in
back
the
to health.
area.
That's wild.
Isn't it?
Pretty cool.
Long time ago, I saw a video of
Precision airstrike
like
standing
some
by.
kind of predatory cat, jungle cat, killed
Enemy hunters were taken out.
some
You're
some
in the clear.
primate's mother and realized that there was a baby, and then like moved the mother's body away so the baby couldn't see it, and like cuddled and protected the baby. It makes you wonder about nature and how much there is there.
Kill confirmed.
Even
We've located
like
the
between
rest of them.
species, seeing young and it being cute, and then kind of knowing that it's something like that.
Alright, give me a 50 bag of that.
But yeah, you see in nature, like, other animals raising them. They'll find a fucking abandoned fucking baby, and that even was a different species sometimes. Not all the time, right? But sometimes.
Not all the time, yeah, of course. Like some species are dumb enough to eat their own young.
Yeah, yeah.
Hamsters.
Well, a lot of animals, if they know that that one of the offspring isn't going to make it, they won't waste the energy. They'll try
Right.
to make sure that the other ones will survive.
Rabbits too, right? I think rabbits.
Enemies are dropping into the
I
area.
think, yeah, rabbits
Watch
get
the sky.
chickens probably would.
Enemy destroyed.
Nature is a
Take
system
four.
that
Down
is
the
like,
rest of them.
it's almost like
Recycling.
it works together for the betterment versus humans where we're like
Come on, man. You
What's
can't
better
just
for
walk in and
collective?
take this shit.
Heads up. An enemy
trying to
squad
be
marked
as
you
resourceful as
a
they can
bounty target.
every move.
Yeah, it sacrifices
Crazy.
individual survival for collective survival every time.
Like, was it Japan that fucking used mycelium
Get
to
ready.
map out their
Resurgence window is about
transit
to
network?
close.
That's crazy
Yeah.
shit. It's so smart.
I heard
It is.
about.
Nature's a computer if you know how to use it right. It's biological AI.
Weren't they talking about? I don't know if it's a true story, but they were saying something about they put a fungus in basically like in a robot, and it took over the robot's body and it was able to use it.
Be advised. You still
There's
have
these
squad
types of
mates outside the safe
fungi
zone.
called cordyceps, and they will infect insects and then take over their nervous system and move their body for them and take them to a place where they want to trip on that spot.
Good
with a
kill.
mushroom out of
Marking the rest of that
insect's head.
squad on your tag map. Get
Dude,
hunting.
that shit, from our standpoint, thinking about that happening to a human, that's scary as fuck.
That shit
But
is.
it happens in nature.
Right? I mean,
That's
theoretically,
what basically the
Your squad mate is
that story
redeployed.
of
Well done.
they
Enemies
made the
are
video
dropping
game
into the
about
area.
that
Watch the sky.
Too risky, man.
the last of us.
yeah. It's literally based off the same idea. Like, it hasn't really happened to humans yet, but I mean, probably, given the right circumstances, it could.
There was a guy that I saw on YouTube, I can't remember his name now. But I also saw him at a Mother Earth News Fair, and he did a lot of research on these cordyceps, and he gave
Be
a lecture
advised,
about them,
Resurgence
which
is
I
no
watched
longer active.
online
This is
and
for
in
keeps.
person.
No joy.
He also wrote a few books on it, and he was a guy who was a big proponent for mushroom medicinal
Alright, give me a 50 bag of that.
psychedelic and
I hate you.
food. Had his own company, produced some different things for a while. I don't know what he's got going on or what he's got going on. I can't even remember his damn name. But I got a lot of information about those cordyceps from him.
Can get up there.
Head to the safe zone.
You got self?
Gas is
Yeah, I
moving.
got some.
Gonna... I don't see a
The
window.
new Therapy objectives today.
My bad, Larry. That's just had
No,
to
you're
go.
good, man. But you get that information, and you take psilocybin, and you're like,
We've got 4 remaining. Stay sharp. 5 squads
Well, I
still
do some this
operational in
weekend.
the AR. The enemy squad
I
hunting
haven't done
you
that
down.
in years.
Clear for now.
Alright, give me a 50 bag of that.
It's been too long.
You're in the top 3. Don't
Tell
let
you
up
what, though,
now.
the best mushroom trip I ever had.
3 squads left in the
A
water.
friend of mine had silicon, just the isolated component in a powderized form, put in a capsule. And a lot of these psychedelic plants, entheogenic plants, they've got poisons built into them that are like, you know, telling you don't go in here.
Some of your squad is outside the safe zone.
Like with a lot of your like cactus, like your peyote and your
Enemy
San
soldier
Pedro, the
incoming.
waxy skin is actually toxic to you. It'll make you vomit and stuff. So there's parts of mushrooms people talk about they'll get sick in their trip, and parts of that or those toxins haven't been removed. But if you can remove those toxins, then you get a more pure the actual active substance, then you get a much cleaner experience. Because getting sick is an important part of the process for some. It also gets in the way, and it makes it more difficult to just enjoy a pure experience.
Move to the safe
In my
zone.
opinion, from my experience.
Got gas moving in.
LPBR on my mark. Good Abra. Abra. Good Abra.
But I only had that experience a little bit. But
He's over here.
things like that aren't easy to buy, apparently.
Too
The
risky,
last
man.
2. Now finish this.
That's a shame.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I got it. I like doing tea versus the raw form, but I also have it in chocolate bars. Like, so I find it's really easy to.
Your squad mate is a most wanted target.
Oh, you back,
Eliminate
Jake. You're not
threats.
even in
Your
here,
supply
buddy.
caches to reduce the time
You're
it
just a
takes
no-show
to
Well,
today.
And now you got some stuff that's weird. Like you go, like when I went to Vegas, they had all kinds of like little candies or chocolates or whatever. So it's got
The enemy never stood a chance.
area.
Nicely done.
But I don't know. I tried a lot of that stuff and it seemed bogus. And that's a shame too, that you have stuff like that flooding the market that you gotta wonder, am I even getting the real thing, or is the real thing, is there enough of it in there to actually make a difference? Is it having a difference? That's no fun.
I like to make my own capsules.
I think people should if they had the ability to.
I had like lion's mane and reishi into there, so it's like, just like, yes, no.
Absolutely. There's a lot of good things in those mushrooms that people don't get on a regular basis that would be helpful to them if they had it.
Figure you hop.
I would take that stuff in a heartbeat if I knew I could get it from a reliable source that did it in a clean way.
It's not hard to grow mushrooms.
It's gotta be mushrooms too, though, is that you do have to keep things really clean because they're a sponge for bacteria and viruses and things. So they use that as like bullets in a gun to shoot at other molds and bacteria and fungi, whatever, as weapons. So they absorb those into them without it harming them, but you can take that on as you eat them. So they need to be really in a clean environment when they're grown.
Get some water.
So you got to really trust who's growing them for you.
Thought about blasting off this weekend too, but then I thought about it earlier this week, and I was like, oh, we'll see where the week goes. I'm gonna go hit up Salt Spring on Saturday, so I haven't been there before.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
dosing at the
having
ocean.
having a young child that, then taking that extended time has been something that has to be put on the back burner for me for a while. But I do hope to get back to it pretty soon.
Nothing wrong with having some space in between. Really good for integration.
No, absolutely. You really have to have that time anyway. Like, it just a lot of times there's so much to unpack. It takes years.
Like when I told you I was going every Sunday, it didn't leave me enough time to integrate.
Yeah.
These are they the Zonian Aztecs? Strain ones?
Well, and the other part of it for me is I'm at the point where I feel like I'm ready to do a little bit of traveling and go to some places and get, more authentic experiences from more experienced teachers. And kind of sucks with the world being, so much turmoil. That's a hard thing to do, or a hard thing to take the risk for. That's one of the reasons, one of the minor reasons for why I'm concerned about things being the way they are, is people just can't go out and do that kind of thing, which they should be able to do. Like, I'd like to be able to travel down to Peru and do ayahuasca. I'd like to,
I know a spot out there if you need.
Huh?
I know a place out in Peru.
Which one?
Use this time for some target practice. The real thing
It's right next door to my buddies. But my buddies is technically a rehabilitation center for men. But it's Yu Rao out in Peru, where his master shaman is. It's out in the jungle, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like
For a while, I thought about going to either Blue Morpho or the other one's the Source. One
Enemies
was
are
at
dropping
Machu
into the
Picchu, one
area.
was out in
Watch
the
the
jungle.
skies.
But one of them they had a suicide at, and then they relocated.
All
And
stations,
it kind of
green
had
light.
a
We're deploying
dark
to the war
shadow
zone.
on the place. Even though they, like, you and I both know the medicine didn't do that. All the people associated with this have done this, and all the experiences they've had. That was the guy. Whatever he brought in there. And, but it did leave a little bit of,
Survive to redeploy fallen teammate. Kill to bring them back
I ended
faster.
up not going there.
Your team leader. Set a drop point for your squad soldier. Hope you saw
But
that.
I would like
that
to go
Nova
do those
Story
things,
made a
but
big
just
move. Keep
not
out of the
right now.
gas until it's
Right now, I'm
clear.
more of an
Enemy soldier incoming.
just making sure everything's secure. Take care of my family and everything.
Yeah, it really varies
don't-
where you go, man. It's like some places they take it seriously and they make sure you're doing a diet. And
Give me that.
Mission airstrike
Oh
ready
yeah,
for
100%.
tasking.
you're not taking SSRIs and stuff like that. Well,
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't want to mix that shit.
That's where you need to find a real shaman.
It's difficult because there's a lot. I mean, there's people that take advantage of your lack of knowledge and
Enemy
willingness to
dropping
look
into
for
the AO.
a solution to a problem. Your desperation.
Precision
sometimes
airstrike
for some
available.
people.
Your objective simple.
Especially on
Eliminate
your
all
first
bounty
go around and
targets.
you're dealing with some of the stuff. Some people come to these solutions with very complex and difficult problems.
Alright,
Last remaining operators from that squad. Hunt
Some
them
sort
down.
of disease doctors can't solve, depression.
Enemy destroyed.
Some people are
Use
just
your TAC
curious.
map to hunt
Some
down the
people are
rest
just
of them.
looking for more answers in life. And part of the reason you go, the intention you have, is probably I think it will also lead to part of what you get out of it. So like, if you're just at a rave having fun, popping psychedelics, you're gonna get experience. If you go to one of these places for a deeply spiritual experience, buckle up, Buttercup, you're going on a ride.
Your squad mate's back on station. Good work.
Alright, give me a 50.
Enemy soldier incoming.
It'll probably change your life. And I did that many years ago.
Mark remaining operators from that squad.
It was a very
Hunt
bad
them
place.
down.
And it took me to the heights of a very good place. Made my mind work right again. It allowed me to
Hostile capacity in the area.
serving me more.
You must
Your
be
squad
there.
made it to the safe zone. Gas is closing in. Time for vengeance. You're redeploying.
Including 100 pounds of extra weight.
We'll teach you
Your squad
something.
mate is redeploying. Well done. Enemy dropping into the AO.
I will.
You're just not ready.
Absolutely. Before that, I thought I was stupid. And I was sitting down after my experience, and I was watching a video where somebody was reading
Alright, give me a
Plato's
50. Take
Republic,
it.
and they were reading through the part of the allegory of the cave. And they're reading it as it was written. And I never could understand that stuff before when I would read it. It was like a completely different language. But then I understood it. And then I was in shock. Because I understood it.
You've
And I
got a
didn't think I
loadout
should have
drop
been
inbound.
capable of doing that.
Targets evaded.
Then from that
Bounty
point
contract's
on,
been pulled.
I just devoured
Your
knowledge.
squad mate's back on
Anywhere
station.
I could
Good
find it.
work.
I went out looking to try to see if I could understand it and put a few more things together. Which led me to being able to open my business, get my economic freedom, and to kind of have a picture of what's going on in the world a little bit more than what I had before. So, if you ask my wife,
You've made it to the
I don't
top
fall for
10.
that
before
shit
and
anymore.
We've
she
got
would tell
10
you she's
squads
not
active
married
in the field.
to the same man that
Enemies are
you know,
dropping into
before
the
the
area.
event
Watch the
than
skies.
after the event. That's how powerful these things can be when they're used right.
Target
I
down.
know this isn't your
Marking the rest of them.
responsibility, but just mop the rest of this shit up. I'll be
For
right
others,
back.
it's a scam, and yet for others, it's a toy. And I don't begrudge them that.
Doctor said I need a backiotomy.
The scammers is not the people who just use it for recreation. Because that might actually lead to good things.
Yeah, some people, you know, it happens when they're ready, but it still
Enemies
serves a
dropping into
purpose.
the AO.
Oh, is it really before they're ready, though? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, realistically, like, you know,
Located the rest of
if you're not peeling that bandage off, it's just wasted time.
them. Your squad mate went
My
AWOL.
students,
Resurgence
skydiving, one of the
time
most
reduced.
common things they would worry about.
Good kill.
When you would
Marking
get
the
out of
rest
this little
that squad
airplane
as
and
your
jump
tag
out
man.
of, there's just a
Get
little
hunted.
step on the landing gear of the plane. So the bicycle kind of pulling the landing gears fixed,
Enemy
so it always
destroyed.
stays there.
drugs,
Use your
though.
tactics
So
to
this
find
thing
them.
is bolted on a little metal plate that you could step out onto,
Kill
but it ain't
confirmed.
much.
We've located the rest of them.
And students would always worry about it, like, what happens if I fall off? And I came here to
Alright,
make a
give me a 50
skydive,
tag
you're
it.
just leaving early.
This is low.
You're just gonna skydive.
Even for a guilding.
Yeah, you're just gonna
Mark remaining
skydive. Like,
operators
that's it.
from that
I know you're
squad.
worried about
Hunt
it,
them
but I'm
down.
not gonna judge you, man. It happens. I'm just gonna hurry up and get my ass to come out after you faster.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
So y'all want
Good
smoke?
kill.
Being on that
Marking the
edge
rest
there
of
when
that
they
squad
open
on
the
your
door,
tag
man,
map.
that was like the fucking
Get
coolest thing
hunting.
ever.
Oh yeah, I love
shit.
that. Was one of the best things. Watching the high
Target down.
That was
Marking
the
the rest
get
of
or
them.
get off the pot moment.
Yep. Because, and then I told my students this too. It really is shit or get off the pot. I said, if you turn and you put your feet out the door, okay, you can still tell me no, and I'll pull you back in the plane, put you back in the back, and put the rest of the students in, and we'll just go down the land. If you lift your ass off of that floor of that plane, you're going on a skydive.
I feel like you were AFK there, bro. So I'll let you just res and I'll leave.
So that was the
Enemy
dividing
soldier
line,
incoming.
because if they started to get out of the airplane with their body, getting back into an
Enemy
airplane
destroyed.
is dangerous.
Attack map. Hunt down the rest of
They
them.
may not realize that, but I do.
Target
If they
down.
accidentally
Marking the
had
rest of them.
one of their parachutes while they were halfway in the plane, that could kill
Good
them,
kill.
that could
Marking the rest of
cripple
that
the
squad on your
airplane,
attack
that could
map.
kill everybody
Get
stuck on
hunted.
board. But if they are outside the airplane and things go wrong, they're just, you know,
Mark remaining operators from that squad.
the risk
Hunt them
factors
down.
for everybody involved dramatically decrease.
Resurgence is
Halfway in,
about to
halfway
end.
out?
Make
No.
it count.
You're gonna learn how fast
Be
the
advised,
parachute,
an enemy
how,
squad is tracking your
how fast
location.
nylon fabric will turn a person into a can opener for an airplane.
Enemy UAV overhead. Kill
Airplanes can
confirmed.
handle a lot of
Located
force
the rest
from
of them.
like gravity and wind. They're not made to handle like a concussive force at all. They're pretty weak in that manner.
I mean, if it's anything like the plane I was on, it's the smallest fucking plane you can imagine.
Yeah. Most drop zones use a Cessna 182, which is typically a 4-person plane, and it's a very small person plane.
Yeah.
And we would usually cram 4 people and a pilot into it. You know, once you take all the seats and everything out of it, you get a little bit more room.
Too risky, man.
Later on, when we
All
put
remaining
modifications in the
operators from
plane,
that
they
squad.
put
Hunt
wing
them down.
extensions, a triple blade prop, and a high-performance engine on it. Then they were able to take 5 people, plus the pilot, if the people were skinny enough, and I was never the skinny enough person. I was always right around 250
Enemies are dropping
pounds,
into the
so
area. Watch the sky.
I was always happy if it was just like 2 or 3 people in the plane and I could kind of spread out a little bit.
Resurgence
'Cause
has
most of the
been
time I was
deactivated.
cramped,
This is the
especially if I
end
was down the back of the tail of the airplane, which is where you did not want me to be. Because if we were to lose power, you want more weight forward in the plane than backwards, so that you become a glider versus falling tail first through the air without control.
Tagging waypoint.
That would not be.
Yep. Some planes, they carry enough people that they put lines on the floor that, and you know, depending on what group you're in, you're not allowed to go past that line until a certain amount of people leave the airplane, or else you'll tilt the whole airplane, and it'll get messy real quick.
Get to the safe zone. Gas is inbound. You're in the top 5.
But you
Bring
generally
home
only
the
see
win.
those planes at like larger skydiving operations and boogies, where you're going to have a lot more experienced staff and jumpers who are well educated in what to do in those situations and how not to get in them. It's pretty rare for it to happen.
Hostile UAV in the area. Enemy UAV is online. You're in the top 3. Don't let up now. 3 squads left in the war zone. Stay alert.
But I think I don't try to talk people into it. I love to talk about skydiving. I do skydive. And I love being an instructor, probably most of all the experience of it. But I'm never trying to talk people into doing it.
Come on.
Although I do think people should do it. I think it's a worthwhile experience to have for a relatively cheap price to have such a good experience.
Losing ground.
Next time,
Move it.
watch your corners.
then you might just finally stick around and make a habit of it.
I think it's something that's somebody should do before they die. Checklist, bucket list kind of thing.
I think people should stay the fuck away from bungee jumping.
Lesson 4.
Oh man, that just reminded me of there was like a tourist somewhere. They
Brazil.
went yeah, and they forgot to tie her, and they
Yep.
tied. Oh man,
Fuck that shit.
that's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, no way. You know, with a parachute, I'm in control of having that thing on my back, and whether it's there and functional or not. And if that parachute fails for any reason, there's a second parachute, which is far more dependable than the first. And should I be unconscious or debilitated in some way, there's an electronic automatic activation device in there that will automatically deploy my reserve without me doing anything if I'm falling too fast at a certain altitude. So it's pretty damn safe. Bungee jumping. The attachment comes unhooked or the rubber band breaks. You're dead. Fuck that shit.
You believe it or not, suffer a lot of bone structure damage every time you even do a jump.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, because you're basically like whiplashing your whole body.
Check weapons and gear.
Yeah.
We're holding
Yeah, I
the
figured
deployment.
that motion wouldn't feel good.
No. I bet it would depend on the attachment point too, perhaps, maybe. That's just my guessing, but because some people attach at the feet, some people attach it like the back of the chest.
Well, they do have those lanyards that are really decent. But like how I've never had to use one in my time working at heights, but that energy's got to go somewhere.
Yeah. Well, but it does matter if it's
Prep time's
dissipated over a
over.
long
Now
enough
you
period
deploy
of
to
time.
the
Just
war
like
zone.
it's different, but being rear-ended in a car versus, you know, using your brakes to slow down from a fast speed to a stop. So when like people watch like videos of skydivers deploying their parachute, they're generally watching the perspective of the person who's falling at 120 miles an hour, who's filming a person who's falling at 120 miles an hour.
Resurgence.
That all of a sudden
Survive and
slows
your
down
team can
to about
redeploy.
30 miles an
Eliminate
hour
targets to
over
bring 'em back
about
faster.
5, 6, 7, 8
Alright,
seconds.
soldier. Mark a drop point in
And
your squad and go
from the
get after
perspective
it.
of the video, that looks like that person just got yanked up in the air. And so a lot of people think that the opening of a parachute is a really harsh thing.
It's
It
more
can-
gradual.
Yeah, it's
This
super
parachute
gradual.
is
Yeah.
more gradual. That's why
It
it's
just
more
kind of
safe.
stands you up and slows you down over time. You feel force. I mean, there's force there. But also, you can have an opening that doesn't open properly and cause it to open too fast. And that can cause a jolt. That can cause damage. So, like, for instance, there's this thing on a parachute called a slider. And it's a small square piece of canvas that has grommets where all the lines go through it. And when the parachute's
An
packed,
enemy
it's all the
squad
way
is
up at
hunting
the top.
you. Stay sharp.
And when the parachute opens, it's all the way down above your
Target
head.
down.
If you
Marking the
pay
rest of
attention
them.
on videos, you'll probably see this now. But that
Enemy
slider,
soldier
what it does
incoming.
is the wind blows up on that as the parachute's trying to spread apart.
Kill confirmed.
But
We've
because the
located
lines
the
all
rest
go
of
through those grommets, that force
Good kill. Marking
it's
the
got
rest of
two
that squad
forces
on your
against
tac
it.
map.
The wind
Get
pushing
hunting.
up on it and the
Enemy
parachute trying to
destroyed.
open.
Use your tac map to hunt down the rest
It'll
of them.
slowly fall down. The
I'll be
parachute will
taking
win
that
that
point.
battle slowly and push that down the lines, and that regulates the speed at which the parachute opens. If the parachute operator is a dumb fuck or an asshole and doesn't put that slider up where it belongs, that parachute will slam open. And that will be something that can hurt you and can be
Enemy
an
dropping into
unpleasant
the AO.
situation. It'll leave like your legs
Load
and
that drop. Let's get away.
shit. Not pleasant. That's one of the
remaining
reasons why a lot of
operators
people
from that
came
squad.
to have me
Hunt them
pack
down.
for them, so that things like
Good
that,
kill.
that
Marking the rest of that
I
squad
wasn't
on your attack
necessarily
map.
making the
Give me
parachute
that.
opening always more
LDBR
safer,
awaiting targeting data.
but I was making it more gentle or making it open in a certain way in which, like, the staging of that opening was the way that that particular customer wanted. I could pack things like that into the way that I folded the fabric. So a person could not just,
All squad
here's my
mates are in the
parachute,
safe
and it'll
zone.
just be packed, and
Gas
they
is
just jump
closing
it.
in.
It was also like,
Enemy
what kind
soldier
of,
incoming.
I would like the opening to be like this fast or this slow or you adjust it.
Alright, give me a 50 bag of that.
And some parachute designs were better for that than others. They weren't all the same. And their performance can change over time because the lines actually stretch over time with the force of those openings.
Too risky, man.
And they won't stay stretched at the same length. So over time,
Target
the
down.
aspect
Marking the
ratio
rest
of
of
the
them.
wing of the parachute will change
Alright, give me a
based
50
on
bag of that.
how fast some of those lines stretch versus others. And so
Enemy
every
dropping
so
into
many
the AR.
jumps, you have to have it in to have new parachute lines put on it.
Positive ID on the bounty targets. Hunt them down. Enemy
Because the
destroyed.
parachute won't
Use your
hold
tac
its
map
shape
to hunt
anymore
down the rest
properly.
of them.
Have anyone ever tried Mad Honey or something like that?
You're clear.
Yes.
Enemy hunters were eliminated.
Is that shit real? Is it really like?
I don't know if the stuff that I got was really real. It seemed like it came from a reputable place online, but I didn't like it. It gave me an experience that made like my eyes burn and my nose burn, but I didn't get like a
New intel
psychedelic
just in. Classified weapons will be
I just kinda got
airdropped into your AO
weird
shortly.
experience, and I kept having that over the next like few days to few weeks.
Too risky, man.
Kill confirmed. We've located the rest
It
of
wasn't
them.
my gig,
Alright, give me a
but I
50
don't know
bag
that
of
I
that.
got the real thing. So
Enemies
I
are
tried it
dropping
once
into the
and
area. Watch
had
the
that
skies.
experience the rest of the way.
Enemy destroyed.
those wings.
Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
You heard how they get
Classified weapons are now in the combat zone. Your one's gained the upper hand.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man.
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunted.
They're literally like on the
An opponent has claimed the
cliffs.
classified weapon.
Yeah.
They've got the upper hand for now.
Give me that.
But I'm sure,
Kill
like anything,
confirmed.
like there's a lot of
Located
these
the rest of them.
specialty items like olive oil that come from specific places where people have got a lot of knockoffs, like fake products that claim to be those things that are not. So that's why I don't know that I got the real thing or not.
Yeah, that's why when I see it online, like I'm like, eh.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Yeah, for a long time I wanted to try
Too
it.
risky,
My
man.
wife got some for me, and I was like, okay, so
Alright, give me a
I'll
50
try
bag
this.
of that.
Target
And it was
down.
from one of the
Marking rest
places
of
that
them.
had advertised a
Oh,
lot
man, you think I
online.
can just walk
you
in
know,
and
so
take this shit?
it looked reputable to me, but I don't know, man.
I feel like sometimes that's the only way you're gonna get that
Mark
kind of
remaining
stuff is
operators
by
from that squad.
actually calling
Hunt
to
them down.
that place itself.
Exactly.
Be advised, you still have squad mates
100%,
outside
man.
the safe zone.
Like if I went to one of those places and they had it fresh right from the freaking cliff, I'd be like, sure, let's go. I would love to do that. Because
Alright, give me a
And
50
the
Like I said,
benefit is probably
Too
good.
risky, man.
Enemy dropping
probably
into the
bigger
AO.
than this.
Kill confirmed. We've located the rest of them.
You know, that's what's so cool about today. If we were able to break through some of these situations going on, but you know,
Good
some
kill.
people
Marking
find,
the rest
a
of
lot
that
of people
squad on
find
your tac
themselves in.
map. Get hunted.
It really wouldn't take much time or much money or resources to be able to travel to these different places and experience these different things firsthand and get a real
16 rounds
education
out.
That's a pretty cool life to experience, or at least party to last.
Target grid struck. No casualties.
Yeah, but you know,
Enemies
like a lot of
dropping into
good
the
things,
area. Watch the sky.
they don't want you to have it.
Some
That's
I would say
how I
a,
feel.
a few people maybe who have the ability to make it more difficult, but they don't have the. I don't think they have the ability to make it impossible forever.
50 bag of it.
Yeah, I talk about a lot of the things that go on that are, you know, some of them are pretty dang negative, but I really do.
Too risky, man.
And bad things.
Enemy UAV
Good
overhead.
times don't last forever, but bad
Enemy
times don't
destroyed.
last forever
Use
either.
your tac map to hunt down the
And
rest of them.
so,
Did
know,
you ever
it-
hear why grasshopper turn
Resurgence
into
window is ending.
locusts?
Watch your six.
It's crazy. It's crazy how their genes work.
I didn't even know. Like, I always wondered about that because when I looked at a grasshopper and a locust, I couldn't tell the difference, and I didn't know what the heck was
You've
going
got a
on with
loadout
that.
drop
If they were just
inbound.
the same word for, or different words for the same thing, or if it was truly a different insect.
They actually literally go through a genetic change from
Enemy
like
dropping into the
the body you see is basically a predator grasshopper. They go through that change because of
Alright, give me a 50 bag of it.
so let's say there was an abundance of grass, right? There's gonna be a whole bunch of grasshoppers that's gonna grow, right?
Right.
But now the abundance changes.
Right.
So the grasshopper itself,
The new Thurgood Jenkins did it.
when the food becomes scarce, their body starts changing, and that's when they become locusts. But the thing is that they don't eat each other. They work together to eat other things.
Yeah. That's really cool
Enemies
because
are
that's
dropping
kind of like a
into the area.
thermostat and
Watch the
refrigerator.
skies.
Without a thermostat,
Oh, man, you
or,
think you can just
or
walk
like
in
in
and
your
take
You have
cooling
reinforcements
system in your
inbound.
house. Without that thermostat, it'd just either be off all the time or it'd be on all the time. And what that does is it gives you an automatic switch
Resurgence is
that
close.
chooses
No more
when
second
to be
chances.
on and off based on the temperature it's in. And
Alright, give me a
so
50
that
bag of that.
insect has a change that takes place based on what the conditions of the environment are it's in. So it's a regulating agent for that environment.
Yeah. But it's still crazy how they
Hostile
change
UAV
like that.
in the area.
It is. I think the way that you know, like caterpillars or moths, you know, and butterflies change is pretty crazy. They completely liquefy and then put themselves back together as something different.
Friendly loadout drops
And
on
they
the
still
way.
even they retain their memory after that.
Ooh, that's
Get
what
your
literally
squad to the safe zone.
goes on
Leave no one
when
behind.
they actually
You've made it
Look-
to
look-
the
Man,
top
you
look-
five.
think you can just walk in and take this
Yeah,
shit?
inside that chrysalis they liquefy and change everything. They reform everything. And what's
Enemy
crazy
UAV
is,
is online.
like, we share some DNA with that. Like, there's some of those instructions in our body. They've actually found that if they turn certain things on and or off in our DNA, they can get people to regrow like teeth and limbs and stuff like that.
that's what they've been hiding the whole thing. But Asia, I don't want to say which country has been doing the I forgot what you called them, designer babies.
Yeah. Well, everything's got its shadow side, right? With nuclear energy, which is clean, cheap energy in abundance, we also get nuclear weapons. You know, so like everything gets it can be used
You're in
in
the
different
top three.
ways,
Don't let up
positive
now.
and negative. And some of
Three
that's even
squads
in
left
the
in
eye of
the
the
war zone.
beholder.
Stay alert. Some of your
Like
squad
for
is
the person
outside
that
the
gets a
safe
designer
zone.
baby, I bet they think it's pretty damn good. For people who are maybe a little bit skeptical of that sort of thing, is it may be a bad thing. It's like that movie, Gattaca. Have you ever seen that?
No, never seen that one.
Oh, I love that one, man. I bet. It's a movie where they live in a world where that's a normal thing, where you get designer babies, and almost everybody's a designer baby, and if you're not,
Only
then
2 left.
Too risky, man.
included in certain things in society,
Alright,
certain
55
preferences
seconds.
in jobs. You have more expensive rates for like life insurance because you're not perfect. There's always justifications to discriminate against you if you haven't been designed to be perfect. And the main character in that has to fake being a perfect person genetically in this world
I hate you.
to attain a certain job that he wants as an astronaut.
Yeah, that's a trippy one.
It's a good one though. It really shows the.
Mission accomplished. All targets
It's a
eliminated.
good representation of how far the human spirit can take a person. How much just that alone can overcome, you know, all the technology or money or energy in the world towards something. That it's kind of like that old story of what was that, like Paul Bunyan threw ox against the train, you know, and technology then saying that, you know, a person giving their all could outdo this thing in time, and maybe it couldn't forever, and maybe it couldn't, you know, maybe it couldn't quite keep up, but the thing that they were taking out of the equation that was important was like how much is possible with the human spirit.
Human spirit, it's endless.
To me,
That's why one thing is that's what they always say. Never lose your imagination.
Yeah.
Just think of South Park imagination.
No, but it's true, because without it, it's like you become callous.
It's like a big creative part, right?
It's more than just that. It's being able to imagine you being able to be beyond your body, being beyond the stars at any given point.
I think it's important. I remember when my wife didn't play video games before I met her.
We're
And it's
headed
not
to the
since,
war
you know,
zone.
everybody's
Get
got that
geared
memory
up.
of the
Stand
kid
by.
playing some Mario Brothers at home with her siblings and whatnot, but she didn't play it much after that. And we used to play Minecraft together as a group here at the house and build all kinds of things. And we kind of moved on from it, and she didn't want to move on at the time, so she decided she was going to play by herself. So I got her all set up, got her new world set up, and she just kind of sat there. And then I came back around to her a little bit later, and she was just kind of sitting
Enemy
there, and she was
soldier
really
incoming.
frustrated. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she
All
goes, "Nothing."
stations, this is Shadow
And
Zero
I'm
One.
like, "Why not?"
Deployment to the
And
war
she
zone
goes,
has been
"I don't know what to
authorized."
do." And that's when it really dawned on me that, you know, she's got 2 master's degrees in education, but what she was denied was the ability to have an imagination. And so, you know, I kind of sat there and sit down and walk through that with her. You know, the difference between us when we can just pick up any video game and just start going to town. 'Cause
Survive to
we're
redeploy fallen
explorers,
teammates.
and we
Kill to
know
bring them back faster.
the bounds that
Your team
the
leader.
only limitations
drop
we
point for
have
your
are the
squad soldier.
limitations we find. And that's why we can find exploits. in the
Enemies
video.
dropping into the AO.
Yeah, because we're testing the limitation of the world, of the video game world.
Absolutely. Every little world we go into, we test every barrier and boundary. But she didn't have that. And I'm not saying this to my wife's detriment. She's a very, very smart, and kind, and loving woman. She has a lot of great qualities. She just didn't have that one when we met, and I introduced her to it again.
Too risky, man.
Showed her
Mark remaining operators from that squad.
Alright,
Hunt
give me
them
it's
the
the
down.
freedom to just do whatever the fuck you want,
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
and you don't have to think a certain way. You don't have to do a certain thing if you don't want to. Your world is what you created. So what world do you want to be in your imagination? Or if you were just a dream, what dream do you want it to be? Make it.
Marking the rest of that squad on your
And then
attack
it's
map.
not.
Mark's
And it's not that she didn't have an
operators from that
imagination,
squad.
she just didn't know how
Hunt
to
them down.
access it at will. And we take that for granted.
Yeah, that's what but they've been teaching us, you know, from God knows how long they've been teaching us to let go of you know, our imagination.
Kill confirmed.
Well, as a
Located the
skydiving
rest of
instructor, I had to catch that real quick. It was a real steep learning curve to learn how to teach people. That
Alright, give me the 50 bag.
you had to understand what was going on in
Enemies
their
are
head
dropping into the
and
area.
be able to
Watch the
create
skies.
that in their head if they couldn't see
Enemy
it
destroyed.
with
Use
words
your
or
attack map to hunt
actions
down the
or
rest of them.
an example, anything you could use available to find what that person absorbed, and then it created in their mind the same picture. And people learn different. They really do not learn the same, man. After 10 years of teaching people how to jump out of a plane, I will tell you that people learn in vastly different ways. You gotta, as an instructor,
Target down.
teacher,
Marking the
you
rest
gotta
of them.
keep up with that in a way that the student doesn't really realize. They don't see the full picture.
All squad mates are in the safe zone.
They see what's presented
Got
for
gas
them to
moving
see,
in.
and they learn.
Your squad mate is redeploying. Well
And
done.
there's bad instructors too. I had
You've got a
further
loadout drop
experience
inbound.
trying to correct instructors that would just
Mark
talk
remaining
at their
operators
students.
from that squad.
That does
Hunt
not
them
work.
down.
They can't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth the same way that they, you know, if you're not conveying the stuff in your head to their head on the inside the same way, making a copy without errors, then you need to change the method by which you're delivering the information. And these guys really just didn't get that. They just get frustrated and say it in an angry tone and slow, like the person was stupid. But that's generally not the case. Usually the case is that the method of delivery is not the proper method of delivery for that person's
Enemy soldier incoming.
personal way of learning. There's 71
Loadout
different
drop.
methods. Only one of them is
Target
right.
down. Marking the rest of them.
Alright, give me the 50 bag.
Kill confirmed. We've located the rest of them. Attention operators. Classified weapons are entering the area soon. Watch the skies.
But that imagination it's critical thought too. Like that imagination is the same thing that gives me the ability
Enemies
to
are dropping into the
diagnose
area.
complex
Watch the
electronic
skies.
equipment.
Good
Alright,
kill.
give me 50
Marking
back.
the rest of
I
that squad on your
imagine
attack map.
How
Get
this
me
stuff
hunting.
is working.
You have reinforcements inbound.
It's all in the
Classified
pipes,
weapons
man.
now in the combat zone. Secure
That was
it
the
to gain
hardest
the
thing.
upper
I
hand.
almost failed radio school because
Your enemy has gained the advantage
I
by
couldn't believe
acquiring
in
a
something that I
classified
couldn't
weapon.
see.
It's like not being able to see the magnetic field. It's like all current creates a magnetic field. You don't see it,
Nope.
but you can feel it.
Yep.
You can feel
I
it.
mean, we see a small
Yeah.
spectrum of light though,
Yeah.
compared to other
And we hear a
species and
small
stuff.
spectrum of sound.
Enemy
It's
Yeah,
the same
a
thing.
small humming
Use your
noise.
attack map to hunt down the rest
It's the
of them.
same thing too though. It's just a
Enemy
different
soldier
wavelength
incoming.
of frequency.
Loading fresh mag.
It's vibration. Everything here is vibration. Just a
Mark
different
remaining
frequency.
operators from that squad. Hunt
different
them down.
frequencies of vibration create different color. They create different sounds.
That remember me. Remember one time I got this
Be advised, you
window
still have
fan
squad
in
mates outside the
Costco,
safe
right?
zone.
And every time I put it in idle mode, it made a humming noise, right?
Alright, give me a 50 bag of that.
Yeah. So I bring it back. They test it out. They didn't hear the humming noise, but I kept hearing it. Whatever, it's Costco, so they just took it back anyway. They gave me another one, and the other one didn't make
Enemy
the hum
dropping into the
when I
AO.
put it in
Squad mates back on station.
like it literally had something
What a
wrong with the
country.
probably
Hold it down.
the
Marking the rest of
transmitter or that little battery cell, whatever you call it.
It could, yeah.
Kill
If it
confirmed.
wasn't properly tuned, then it could emit
Marking the rest of that
a
squad on your
vibration or
tag
noise.
map. Get hunting.
Shit was killing me.
like that. Well, and some people wouldn't notice that. Like, it's not within the spectrum of what they're aware
Get
of.
ready. You're redeployed.
Different people have different levels of ability to see or hear.
10 remain. You're almost done here.
Some people
got
would,
10 squads active
there's
in the
probably a
field.
lot of people wouldn't even notice. Like, you could take
Enemy
a minute and
destroyed.
take a person who
Use your
doesn't
tac
hear as
map
well
to
as
hunt
you.
down the
Alright, give me a
rest
50 bag of that.
Too risky, man.
Loading fresh mag.
Like, when I went through
Target down.
radio school in the
Marking the
Marines,
rest of it.
I got done. They tested our hearing to make sure that we didn't have hearing damage because listening to a lot of different
Enemy
frequencies of loud
destroyed.
noises and
Use your
stuff can
tac map
damage
to
your
hunt down
hearing
the rest of
sometimes.
them.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Different hurt
exactly.
your eardrum.
So I went to go have my
Loading
hearing
first mag.
tested after I got done,
Resurgence is about
and
to
they
end.
told me,
Make it
hey,
count.
you failed. You're gonna come back
Enemy
another
soldier
day, we're
incoming.
gonna retest. Okay.
Kill confirmed. Located the rest of them.
Alright, give me a 50
No big
bag
deal.
of that.
Like, I come back the next day, we do the test again, and they're like, okay, we're gonna set this up for a third time, for final test. You failed again.
Get your squad to the safe zone.
Abra.
No one behind.
I'm freaking out then at that point. So I'm like, holy shit. Are they gonna kick me out? Am I gonna lose my job in the military and they're gonna make me do something else? Like, dude, I lose my hearing. And the guy's like, no. Actually, your hearing has increased.
Oh, what the fuck?
So we have to set a new baseline so that if you have any losses from that new baseline, then you're
Mark
okay.
remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
So what had happened was, and I did some research into this later, sometimes
Enemy
if you
dropping
listen to a
into the
lot of
AO.
white noise, your ears will
squad mate is
retune to try to
redeployed.
strange
Well done.
ear sound
Good
in that,
kill. Marking
and
the
it
rest
will
of that
actually
squad on your
improve your
tac
hearing.
map. Get hunted.
Yeah, like it's like muscle, like
Enemy
you're getting
destroyed.
muscle
Use your
hearing
tac
Yeah.
map
from
to hunt
from
down
that
the rest
special
of them.
tool, like a hunter. Like a hunter would know what a chicken smells
Mark
like.
remaining operators from
Yeah,
that
well,
squad.
You're
Hunt them
flexing
down.
that muscle.
Alright, give me a 50 bag
White
of that.
noise, eh?
Target
Yeah.
down. Marking the rest.
My hearing
That's
improved 20% while I was
Kill
in radio
confirmed.
school.
Locating the rest of them.
I'm gonna make an alien talk to me while I sleep.
What the fuck?
White noise.
No, I was just looking at
Too risky, man.
I would see like they got on the side the top trending things, and it's sometimes interesting to see
Loading
whatever
first
is
mag.
top trending. So I was just looking up, and right now, what's in the top 4 is Semper Fi.
Oh, he's all the way on top of the thing in the middle of
Only
the
4
lumber
remain. Finish the
place,
job.
the
5
chimney.
squads still operational in the
It's
Oh,
the
AO.
shit.
Marine Corps motto. Why would they?
Tag and wait, boy.
Why would that be trending right now?
Alright, give me a 50 bag of that.
Your squad's in the safe zone. Gas is moving.
Just jump down.
Gotcha.
Back up.
He just
Too
sits up
risky, man.
again. He just sits
Gotcha.
up again. He jumped down again.
Seen videos of guys saying you can go up there, but now I've actually seen it in person. That's
Yeah, he was actually up there in the ledge when he killed me.
what a vantage point.
I think it's this ledge that he can go up there. Well, I'm not sure if he's there anymore. They just popped back on the other side by the Home Depot.
Alright, give me a 50 bag of that.
3 squads left in the war zone. Stay alert.
Abra.
Oh, there's 2 of them. That's what it is.
Gas is inbound.
Oh, there's 2 of them. Real, you died inside or on the roof?
On the roof.
That's so soon.
Last
I
one.
got jumped by
Let's
2
go.
guys on the roof.
Gas is closing in.
Still to this day, my brother doesn't believe technology has its own like life force.
You were one of
Like you ever wonder like you can have like the same TV model and everything, but one of them dies before the other one.
Yeah, it could happen.
Like that's just it's not even the TV dying, it's just an individual component inside the TV dying before all the rest.
Yeah, but something gets out. Like everything is different. Like that's. Oh.
Well, in mass manufacturing, what you want to do is to try to get the variations down to as small a window as possible, a tolerance for failure. And like they'll throw out whole lots of processors and stuff at big places that make them if there's a flaw of any sort in it, if they can detect it. And a lot of times on your aftermarket stuff, you'll get stuff that was thrown out because it had small flaws in it that just weren't very perceptible to the customer. But you know, you can get a bad component and it's failing. It's not bad in a way that's overtly visible to a person. Like for instance, if you were manufacturing a component, say a semiconductor device like a diode, you might accidentally in that process introduce some sort of contamination or malfunction or glitch that caused one of those components to come out not quite perfect. And that imperfection, maybe it doesn't get caught
Use this time
at
for some
first,
target
because
practice.
when that
Real things coming
device
soon.
is first turned on, the strain or stress on that component is very little, and it says it still works. So I worked at a place that manufactured control boards for specialty audio equipment and amplifiers, compressors for sound and whatnot for bands, DJs, and Disneyland. And what we would do is, after we would test those devices initially, we would put them in a burn-in phase where we put electricity into them and had them operate for 24 hours to make sure that there wasn't a weak flaw somewhere that wasn't caught in initial test, and some would fail. And so that is just to reduce the number of ones that would go out the door that would automatically fail for a customer. So try to reduce the number of ones that would fail outside. But for the most part, electronics will fail in a bathtub period, where most of the ones that are going to fail are going to fail all in the beginning or all in the end of this bathtub period, and there's a long time in between where any failures are generally outliers or something that's been misused in some way. So you can have like a hairline fracture in a component that doesn't get picked up, and then over time electricity will arc across that, and that heat from that arcing will create damage every time it does. And eventually that damage gets to a point of cascade where it runs away and it explodes the component, for instance, or melts the connection point. Or think of this like if there was a weak piece of metal in a structure and it kept having force put on it, bent back and forth, eventually it just breaks from the fatigue of the material being bent back and forth.
Yeah, it's like the concrete getting the crack getting refrozen over and over and over. The crack is just gonna end up becoming bigger.
Yes. Yeah, it just grows. The water becomes the thing that drives it apart. Too risky, man. Component, if it has a fracture or a gap somewhere, like jump, it'll grow the gap over time until that jump
Confirmed. Located the rest of them.
and they don't all fail at the same time. But generally,
I'm under fire!
and they test this shit too. Like, they'll know how many times a relay can flip on and off. How many millions of times it can flip on and off before it fails. And they can design it to be better or worse based on the materials they put into it or the amount of those materials, because I've seen material usage codes and ordering forms for relays. I can get this stuff offline when I buy relays. I can get them made, tailor-made with certain components in the contacts, like I can get them made with copper contacts or brass contacts or titanium contacts. I can get them made all kinds of different ways. I can even get them made where the cases can be removed and they can be maintenanced over time to remove soot that will or oxidation on those contacts, which are things that used to be done to maintenance electronics so they last longer. So you could literally design how much you could spend and what materials are used in the creation of a component. Now, when you have a corporation and they're mass manufacturing something, they're going to try to make it as cheaply as they possibly can in order to make the highest amount of profit they can, because the #1 rule for a corporation in law is that they provide as much of a return for their stockholders as possible. And that is what fucks up the entire world.
100%.
It's like the light bulb.
Yeah, their chance that their design is always to deliver profit over every other thing in the world.
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
It is like the light bulb and the cartel that was put together in order to charge more for it and to make it last an exact amount of time. They can make light bulbs last for centuries. They can make light bulbs last for at least decades without hardly even trying. But
They have the same thing with the new concrete. They have concrete that's breathable and environmentally, like, it lets water and everything pass through it, but there's no revenue to be made from it.
Gotcha. There will be if somebody finds that it has a need that's important enough in some sort of project that produces value to people that they'll pay for. That's the issue. That's the issue with some of this stuff, and that was the argument that was really put forward in having a government, would be to act in these ways which people wouldn't just naturally give up their money to do. But I don't believe that. I think if something becomes a big enough need over enough time for enough people, if there's enough demand there with enough dollars, it happens. And it's not very often that needs to go mad. That they go I hate you. In an environment where you have that much freedom, if people get to them. Like, for instance, they block people from gouging people by buying things in one place and driving them to another place during a natural disaster and reselling them. Now, on one side of that, I don't, personally, I wouldn't want to gouge people that were going through a natural disaster. I do think it's a little, it's unethical. I think
You have
it's
reinforcements inbound.
dishonorable at the least.
10 remaining.
But
Keep pushing.
you should have the freedom to do
Some
that
of your
thing
squad
if
is
you want
outside the
to.
safe zone.
And here's the reason I think you should. Because there are some people that
10
will only
squads
be
active in the
stimulated
field.
to do that service because there's $1 to be made. And if those people aren't stimulated to do that for that $1, that availability
soldier
of that
incoming.
item won't exist at all. So, you know,
Alright, give me a 50
what
bag of
it
that.
really boils down to is that item is not available for anybody who
Good
can't
kill.
get it in the
Marking the
local
rest of
area,
that
who
squad
can't
on your
afford
tac
it,
map.
Gotcha.
to pay
Get
that price
hunting.
from that person.
Enemy
It's just as
destroyed.
unavailable
Use
to
your
them
tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
anyways. Or there's competition against that person and you go buy the cheaper thing. But if you do have
Parts remaining operating from that squad.
That's a fucking
Hunt them
policy
down.
breach,
or it's
associate.
not really what qualifies
Target
you,
down. Marking the
Alright,
rest
give
of
me
them.
a
if you're
50
an
bag of
emergency
that.
or first come, first served, you know, like, these things get complex, but
Enemies are dropping into the
at the
area.
end of the
Watch
day,
the
what I've
sky.
seen is I would rather have the guy that's driving equipment to a place that where it's desperately needed and charging more, even though he's an asshole. He's got rid of that part. I'd just take it and donate it if I could. But if that's the only way that thing's gonna get there and those people desperately need it to survive,
Alright, give me a 50 bag
I'm
of that.
happy it's getting there.
Too risky,
That's
man.
not the way I would roll,
Enemy
but I wouldn't
spotted.
want to stop somebody else because it might end up helping somebody.
Loading fresh mag.
Waypoint set.
And you're at a place.
Get ready.
You're-
Resurgence window is about to
the
close.
last when we had
Your
those
squad mate is
hurricanes out on the
redeployed.
East
Well
Coast,
done.
what was
Alright, give me a
that,
50 bag of
about
that.
a year ago, year
Alright,
and
give
a
me a
half
50
ago,
bag of that.
another streamer and I were friends and we were
Enemy
meeting each
soldier
other in
incoming.
real life and doing stuff.
Move to the
And I was
safe
like,
zone.
dude, this thing's rolled out. You know, I got some equipment stored back, some generators and
UAV
stuff,
in
some
the area.
fuel, some food.
Enemy
You know, it's
UAV
like,
is online.
Let's get it put together and like roll down there and like,
Too risky, man.
people out. And he was having some medical problems. He was like, dude, I don't think I can roll and do this. And
Pound of my
some
Swedish
things
Chiva.
went through. We ended up not going.
Reinforcing armor.
But then I found out later
Kill
that the
confirmed.
people that
We've
were doing
located the
that,
rest of them.
Reinforcing armor.
the people from the government, FEMA, who were supposed to be helping people down there, were like taking those donations away
Alright,
from
give me a
people that
50
were bringing
bag
it in. And we're not even talking about people who were gouging. People that were just bringing it down there to give it to people. They were taking that stuff away and holding
Enemies
it
are
in
dropping into
warehouses
the area.
and not
Watch the
handing it out
skies.
to people.
That's a fuck.
Their arm is gone. Gotcha.
Be advised, resurgence is no longer active. This is for keep.
That's kind of weird for me. 'Cause
If any movie ever taught me anything,
Only 10
it's
were
like,
left.
you know, after any
The
disaster,
enemy took that one, but we'll
people
get them
think
back.
it's like a restart in that country. They wanna, you know, try to take power.
well, that's kind of what happened there.
So that's why they
once
they
those people
probably
were all
did nothing.
So once those people were all, their houses and stuff were damaged and whatnot, a lot of them were offered money to leave, and there's speculation, you know, it's all in the conspiracy theory side of things, that those people were living on land that had valuable materials underneath.
Doesn't necessarily have to be valuable material. It can be a new tourist friend.
Good, yeah. This beautiful area in that area too. You can probably do both.
Everything now is starting to remind me of the TV show. It was the Alien TV show. It was
Where he's an alien?
No, it was like the alien, like, you know, the real alien
E.T. phone home.
Nah, E.T. falling home.
I know, I'm
made,
just being silly.
They made movies about that thing. Anyways, they made a TV show.
Like, was it that District 9 show?
No, but but 4 corporations basically own the planet.
Uh-huh.
And they're the ones who dictate everything. They're the ones who, you know, and everyone in their quadrant, they own them basically. You know,
Is
they
it
they work for
the
them.
Brill or B?
It was called Alien Romulus, something like that.
Huh. I don't think I ever watched that. That's interesting.
Oh.
It was new, yeah. And basically, each corporation, you know, provided police, fire department, medical, everything in that quarter. But they own all those people in that in the same.
Changing mags.
That's the one with the ones that fight on the face, right?
That's a broke their armor.
Yeah. And then you have an alien that comes out of the
Enemy
chest.
dropping into the AR.
Yeah, they plant a little baby in your belly.
Prep time's over. Now you deploy
I don't want to
the
be a
war zone.
single father.
It's an interesting concept.
It's different.
It is different, and I do think that in some ways, yeah, we are moving towards what we would call a technocratic kind of feudalism, where and some people are pushing for that, where these corporations, especially technology companies, become really more powerful than the government. And they dictate what you do in your life. I mean, think about it, dude. Like your insurance, if you want health insurance, there's certain things that they can dictate what you do and don't do by how much they charge based on how you live your life. So they can dictate how you live your life if money's that important to you.
Alright, give me 50
And you want their health insurance. So there's ways in which they can get soft power over you that people don't see every day, but that can become a real big thing, whereas, like I was talking about with advertising in a business, there was a time, and it's still kind of that way, where you can't get your business advertised unless you're paying Google in some way.
Yeah, they run that
really
show.
do have a monopoly.
Yeah, like if you want to be like on their top you know shows, you have to pay for it.
You want to show up on the search results, you gotta pay.
Yeah,
top.
Yelp did this to our
Enemy
company.
soldier incoming.
They basically tried to extort us, and what they did is if we didn't get a subscription to them, what they throttled our positive reviews so that people couldn't see them, and they made it so you could only see the negative reviews. And they wouldn't change that unless we bought a subscription with them. So when you have that much control, I mean, think about it like this. Let's say you had a bad interaction with a user and you don't want to advertise with them anymore, but you're also a YouTuber and you've got a channel there, and they have the ability to throttle how much your YouTube channel has reach because Google owns YouTube.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
Too risky, man.
That's like the same thing, like, you know, like when you were like, if you're being sponsored by somebody, you know, there's certain things they don't want you to say or wear or do, you know?
Yeah. That's one of the things I found out as some of my friends got partner with Kick, is they had to sign NDAs where they weren't allowed to talk. They weren't allowed to say certain things about Kick or about
Your squad's in the safe zone.
other
You're losing
streamers.
ground. Move it.
But basically, it was limiting their ability to be honest. And I can see certain reasons why a company may want to protect themselves from certain liabilities. Certainly, I can understand that. But also, I'm always kind of taken back when people are told you can't tell the truth. You know, like if you were in a situation with like this is the way I would kind of view that. You're with a family member,
Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map.
and
Get
they
hunting.
tell you, you know, this is just our little secret. You can't tell
Enemy
anybody
UAV
else.
overhead.
And if you do, there's going to be consequences. Now, what kind of picture does that paint for you? Is that one of openness and health or dysfunction?
That paints a picture of stuck in motive. Like they
Yeah.
have stuck something smell. This doesn't smell right, bro. It doesn't smell kosher.
And I learned this when looking at human
You've got a
psychology,
loadout
that there's
drop inbound.
families that are
Enemies
unhealthy
dropping into
and
the
there's
AO.
families that are dysfunctional, and people confuse the two quite often. Whereas an unhealthy family, and I think I even used dysfunctional
Target
in
down.
that example.
Marking the rest of them.
An unhealthy family is creating an environment that's bad, it's toxic for the people in it, and sometimes a dysfunctional family just isn't working the way that you'd think a family should.
Last remaining operators
and
from
there's
that
not
squad.
harm there.
Hunt them down.
So, like, let's say, for instance, if you had a family member that was a horse,
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map
that's
to hunt down the rest
dysfunctional.
of them.
But it's not it can
Enemies are
get to a
dropping
point
into
where
the
it's
area.
unhealthy, but
Watch
it's
the
not
skies.
necessarily unhealthy.
Gotcha.
But a place where there's abuse is unhealthy.
Your
But it
squad
may
mate's back on station. Good
Be a
work.
family that's functioning perfectly fine in front of the entire world. It looks functional. It is functioning, but underneath the surface, it's not healthy. Does that make sense in that example?
Yeah, it reminds me of like that thing reminds me of a picture of two people. Basically, they're running, right?
Yeah.
And both their
Enemies
hands
dropping
and
into the
feet
AO.
kind of look the same. Like it's
You have
a
reinforcements
sharp
inbound.
object, right? But
Yeah.
depending on how you clip the picture,
Good
it
kill.
looks like
Marking the
one
rest of
person's
that
getting
squad.
attacked
Tac
or
map.
the other
Get
person's
hunting.
getting attacked.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I was going through a 911 call with a psychologist one time, and we're discussing it, and there's
Your
this
squad made it to
fighting
the
going
safe
on in
zone.
the background between a mother and a
Gas
father,
is inbound.
and you can hear screaming and yelling, and the child is afraid, and they've got their younger sibling with them, and they're calling 911.
Too risky, man.
And at first,
Kill confirmed.
the
You're
first
gonna
listen
take the
through
rest
it,
of
it's
them.
like, oh dear God, like, you know, like, husband's probably beating the shit out of the wife. Like, you need to get the cops out there. He's such a bad person. Those kids need to go off to somebody else.
Enemy soldier incoming.
But then in second place,
Good
something
kill.
stood out that was a
Marking the
little
rest
bit
of that squad on your tac map.
more subtle.
Get hunting.
She was a
Target
child
down.
who knew to
Marking the
call
rest of them.
911, did so in an emergency, was polite on the phone,
Too risky,
said,
man.
said please and thank you. A child doesn't have manners like that unless somebody's taking real care in their life. And there were details that unless you kind of focused in, you didn't see them.
All right, give me a 50 bag of
And
that.
so this was just a family that was having a difficult time. This wasn't a pattern of abuse. This was just a bad situation, as it turns out.
The child's probably scared.
Absolutely. But the child did what was for them and what they were taught right at the time to solve the problem. And taking that kind of
Squad mates back
initiative
on
is a sign of
station.
another
Good
thing,
work.
of other things too.
It's down to 10. Win this thing.
So that family wasn't
We've got 10 squads
unhealthy,
active in the field.
it was dysfunctional. And they were just having a dysfunctional moment. And, you know, if improperly handled, it can make that dysfunctional moment into an unhealthy moment if at that moment the state had stepped in and took away their
Enemy
kids.
Too risky, man.
Watch the skies.
It could have been abused.
All right, give me a
Enemy
50 bag of that.
destroyed. Use your tac
Oh,
map
we
to hunt
lost.
down the rest of them.
And no
Yeah.
one would even. God knows.
Resurgence is about
So
to
you want
end.
to keep that
Make
sort of
it
thing to a
count.
minimum if you can.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Gotcha. Loading fresh mag.
Does if you ever like run into like those people who like let's say they say they know they basically will try to like make you say bad stuff on the phone so they can, you know, like in a sense like paint you as a bad character.
Mark remaining operators from that squad.
Yeah.
Hunt them down.
You know what's
A
funny is
lot of people like that in this world.
there was an old saying, and I can't remember where it came
Enemies
from,
dropping into the
who
AR.
said it, but they said, if you give me one paragraph of a person's writing, I can prove them of treason. Basically saying that you could take something somebody says or
Enemy
thought out
destroyed.
of context
Use your tac map to
and
hunt
use
down
that
every
as an
winner.
entire pivot point by which to prove them a criminal.
Target down. Marking the rest of
If
them.
you just argued the right way. Same thing as that picture you were talking about before. If it was just framed the right way, you can make somebody look like they're wrong or they're bad or they've done something that they haven't done. And it's something that narcissists love to do. I just recently had a tango
No
with
more
one,
second chances.
and they tried doing that with me. They altered information in a private conversation we had, and then they posted it online and tried to use it to ruin my reputation. Luckily, I still have receipts.
Good damn.
That's why even I figured there's a saying, I don't know where it comes from, but they call them I forget what they call them. They're basically like spirits that like to hang around you, not because they cheer for you when they're happy, but they cheer for you when you're down. And they only want to be around you because they just want information.
Too risky, man.
Those would be vampires.
I forget. There's a word.
In a way, that's what a mythical creature is describing in that respect, is somebody who's sucking and not giving anything in return.
Only 4 left.
No, it's even worse than that.
Still operational with the AO.
Loading fresh mag.
The parasite just drains you.
I think he's right though.
Reloading.
And I'm not sure exactly where he's getting at, but there's other things that it's not just that they're sucking on you, they're poisoning your every step. They're sabotaging it too.
Yeah.
So that you're in those desperate situations, so they can feed on you more. Am I missing? Am I right there?
Yeah, you're about right.
Some people like to hear that people
Stay
suffer,
alive so your
and
squad can redeploy.
that's a shame. It's a very small percentage of the
You've got gas
population,
moving
luckily.
in.
I think it's only about 1% of the population wants to gains joy from other people suffering, and about another 4% of the population is just they don't feel other people suffering. So that's the difference between a psychopath and a sociopath. Psychopath gets joy from other people suffering. A sociopath just doesn't care. They don't feel it.
But the best thing about it is like you always can catch those type of people, no matter what. If it's a genuine moment, and let's say something good happens to you in a genuine moment, and like you see other people, they're happy for you, and then there's that one person who's pretending to be happy,
Gas is closing in.
and you can genuinely
Enemies are
see it.
dropping into the area.
Once again,
Watch the
I would
skies.
say be careful in that moment.
Three
Because
squads
just look
left.
at
Loading
it.
new mag.
Stay
So, for
alert.
instance, maybe everybody around you
Just have to read the
so for some sort of benefit, and somebody telling you what you don't want to hear is the one telling you that there's some sort of catch
up for
or
grabs.
there's something you're not seeing, and be careful.
No,
That can be
what I'm trying to say, in a genuine moment, like something that happens in a split moment.
Yeah,
and
you're
it-
talking. It's definitely good. It's definitely good, and it's something that definitely should be celebrated, right?
Yeah, but what you're talking about is more planned and more thing. No, when you catch something spontaneous, it's like a
Yeah.
spontaneous reaction. You cannot control it.
Like you won the lottery. There's no way that could be a negative. You just won it. Like you're gonna get paid some money. There's no way that could be a negative. And they were like, well, yeah, but you gotta pay taxes.
Yeah, or something else. That it doesn't necessarily have to be that. It's like you can just tell. You can. It's like the same thing with the humming of the frequency of hearing. You could tell how the energy changes around a person. Because you cannot control that split reaction. It's like a switch being closed and open.
Yes,
And there's
because
no
it's
way to truly
automatic.
control, and there's no way to control.
They can't react fast enough to fake it. So they're caught out in the open. It's like when the tide goes out, you see who's swimming naked. Split thing happens, and they don't pretend fast enough, and then they're on the wrong side of it, and they get caught. Pretending.
That's always the best way to always catch somebody. Is to do a spontaneous, genuine, something that would genuine get a reaction out of it, but it has to be spontaneous.
Man.
And you can truly find
Dragon.
out how they are.
Damn, Dragon. You know, that is profound, and you're right. But what it also says, somebody's bit you hard, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, I've been.
Enemy soldiers
I
incoming.
already in my life had
Check weapons
2
and
death
gear.
near
We're holding for
experience.
deployment.
I'm sorry you've had tough experiences in your life, man.
Ah, man.
No, I'm seriously. Like, I'm not.
Thank you. Yeah,
Those people shouldn't only be happy with you when it's good news. The real test is when they're sad with you.
Changing mags.
When it's bad news. Those are your real friends. Like when you tell them you
Enemies are
got
dropping
cancer and
into
they
the
stick
area.
around to help
Watch
you,
the skies.
dude. Yeah. When it's
Playtime's
hard
over.
times.
Stand by for
Good times.
deployment to the
Those are,
war
you
zone.
know, there are people who will be around when it's good time and celebrate it with you. But they also, in my opinion, they gotta also sit with you in the back. They gotta hold your hand when you're going to the ball. Or be willing to, or you know that they're willing to. Man, I think you're that kind of guy. I think you're the kind of guy that would, you know, hey man, let's celebrate the good, but today you're having a
Stay
bad
alive
thing.
to keep your squad in
I'll
the
be there
fight.
with you. Am I wrong?
No, I'm a
Mark the
brother in
drop zone
arms.
for your squad and hit the
I
field.
believe in the round table. I
Much
believe in
respect.
sitting at the round table.
Much
Sit on the
respect, sir.
round table, we sit as a brother.
Much respect. That a lot of people don't see those nuances, man. You see the world very clearly. And that means that you've had some experience, and you know, some of those experiences
Precision
break some
airstrike ready
people
for
and make
task.
them, you know, that some people form, they get mutilated by that, and they become monsters. And some people use it as a tool to protect themselves, and sometimes
You have
even be able
reinforcements
to teach
inbound.
other people how to avoid some of those snares in life.
Yeah, like, you know, there's telltales, you know, you can tell. And I feel like, you know, when you fall on a certain spectrum, that those tells become easier
Precision
sometimes
airstrike
to see.
standing by.
The people that have the 3 people in this room right now can tell when that shifts in a room. But the vast majority of people out there, while they have the ability to do it, it's latent. They haven't activated it, so they don't get it. Man, it's a gift. It's a talent. And you don't get here easy. And I think the 3 of us know that.
Once the veil is lifted, it's
Yeah, you can't unsee
shit
it.
show. It's a shit show, but
Oh, there's no putting it down.
Enemy
It's a one-way.
UAV
It's a one-way street. And I don't believe that 3
Marking
guys
the
like
rest of
us
that
don't
squad on
come
your
together
tag
for no
map.
reason
Get
either.
hunting.
I think that, you know, we've lived enough life to know that shit happens for a reason too. You know, we are sitting here acknowledging that each of us is here, and that we've had that experience where we probably don't get that chance to, you know, like let down our guard and say, yeah, I see this shit that other people don't see.
Counter UAV ready for tasking.
I just don't like to say it anymore because, you know what?
Counter UAV on station.
People get weird.
Not that people get weird anymore. Is that they don't want to
Loadout drop
be
heading
genuine
your way.
anymore around you because
No.
you can
Enemy
tell.
dropping into the AO.
But that's the good shit, man.
It's like
That's
when you're
fucked up.
it's like Neo in the Matrix, right?
Hunt them down.
But it's the good shit, you know it.
Agents take over the people when they
Yeah.
fireman starts responding.
But the thing is, there's good people out there, you know, and they just
100%.
need to be, they just need to be shown that it's okay to be genuine. You don't have to hide. You don't have to be someone else.
It's time. We've been spread out all over the place for a reason. Okay? It's not because we're meant to feel isolated and to be alone. It's because we're needed in a lot of places and there ain't that many of us. We're strong enough to hold it up for other people. To hold that space for them to either heal, tell their story, gain their freedom, whatever it is. We're here to hold it up for them. And now that don't make a lot of sense to a lot of people. Of course it doesn't. You've got to learn a lot. You've got to experience the world from a certain angle that you wouldn't want to wish upon a person. I wouldn't want my children to go through the same thing.
Hunt them down.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like I don't want to see my nephew clean out snakes,
Enemy
see
soldier incoming.
snakes, you know? I don't want none of that shit, you know?
But dude, there's a story, Maleficent. There's women that hide their daughter away from all these spinning wheels because there's an evil witch that says that their daughter will prick her finger on a spinning wheel, and that when that happens, she'll fall into I remember the point of the story was that these parents did everything they could to protect their daughter from the world, but the thing ended up happening anyways, and then their daughter was vulnerable to the world as a person that didn't know how to operate in it. So she would be a person in a snake pit that doesn't have the ability to see
Enemies
snakes.
are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
You gotta be able to see the snakes.
Yeah, but see those people that don't see the snakes, they are able to see something much greater and much better for the next generation. But we have to protect those people from the snakes.
True, 100%. That's what I mean. That's part of what I've been trying to do is you know. Hey man, you got people that get bullied who are victims. You got people who are bullies, and then you have some people that outgrow the bullies and start hunting down the bullies. And so that other people can have a good life without having to worry about bullies. You get it. You know, like. But I do think there's a certain amount of. There's going to be a lot of people waking up to things they didn't ever know were true or possible. The Matrix case will change or break down in some way, and illusions are going to either change or be destroyed. And those people are going to be looking for people who know how to tell them, you know, like, not just about the snakes, but also about the good things in life that they can experience. If they don't.
Image terminating ECM operation.
In that movie, that cartoon Robin Hood, it's got those hypnotic eyes, so it can hypnotize them into thinking something that isn't true. And that's what this, you know, the snakes that are in the world today, that's what they're doing, man. They're hypnotizing people. So it's not just that you're protecting them from the snake. It's that you're trying to protect them from what the snake will convince them is true.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Abra. Good Abra.
They gotta be able to be prepared for that.
Yeah, but that's why you tell them the stories of them. You tell them how to be able to tell them apart.
There's a nice guy who's a nursing, like for instance, that's what nursery rhymes are. Raider 19er, strike mission complete. They're teaching your children things that are really,
Good
really
kill.
old
Marking
that were
the rest of
learned
that
over a
squad
long
on your
period of
attack
time,
map.
and
Get hunting.
now they've been molded into a story that's easy to remember and passed down, so that wisdom is protected. Too risky, man. To be able to have
Target down.
the ability to
Marking the
read
rest
between
of
the
them.
lines and see what the wisdom is versus just the story on the surface. And that's what we have to explain
Enemies
to our
dropping
children,
into the
is
AO.
the parts that are between the lines, the actual moral of the story.
Yeah, but it's difficult to teach
Get
people
ready.
how to
Resurgence window is about
see
to
between
close.
the lines.
Fuck, man, it took me till my 30s. It really did. I was oblivious. I couldn't do it. And then, snap of the fingers, I could. Some of it's lived experience, man. Some things you can't understand until you've done them. I can't properly explain a
Leave no one
psychedelic
behind.
experience to somebody that hasn't had
Enemy
one.
soldier
If you
incoming.
have. Some things are ineffable. That means that you can't put them into words. They have to be experienced directly.
It's like every time I tell somebody when I took the shrooms and I was surrounded by trees and I saw the trees like glowing, and then you know when I put my hand on it, I felt the roots. I felt them all connected, all communicating, sharing to each other. People just looked at me like, "What the fuck?"
I had the exact same experience. That's just what is, man. That's just what connects all life together. Just we can't see it with our eyes. We have to see it with our eye.
Everything is connected through the grapevines. That's why the thing, you know, cause and effect
Resurgence has been
is true.
deactivated. This is the end
It's
game.
really true.
It is, but there's more than just cause and effect. It's there. That's there in the Newtonian world.
Heads up.
But
An enemy
there's
squad
on the
marks
other
you as
side
a
of that
bounty
coin.
target.
It's more synchronicity than it is
Precision
cause and
airstrike
effect.
standing by.
It's more spirit than it is material,
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
in my
Yeah,
opinion.
but it starts from within, and that's how you get the effect.
Yeah, I think it's more of a start of a realization that it comes from within. It always came from within, but people just didn't realize it. Just like, for instance, this is why pride is such a bad thing. Because
Some
it
of your
makes you
squad
think
is
that you're
outside the
doing
safe
everything.
zone.
When there's a lot of it's just done through you. And if you think you're doing everything, you get in your way. And if you just let it flow through you,
Your
you
squad's
can
in the
do a
top
lot of cool
5.
shit.
Isn't it they
still
say like
operational in the AO.
pride becomes your worst self enemy or something like that?
Oh yeah, dude.
It blinds you to yourself.
I've studied a lot of previous military like battles because I was in the military. Dude, pride loses a lot of lives. It loses a lot of battles. And then in my experience as a skydiving instructor, pride, complacency,
You're in
and
the top
doing
three.
what
Don't let
keeps
up now.
people safe got people hurt.
3 squads left in the war zone.
You
Stay
know, like,
alert.
so pride, my experiences of pride, like there's good pride too. Like I did a good thing and I feel good about that. That's different. That's different than I'm the baddest motherfucker that's ever walked the planet and I'm never wrong. You know, those are two different kinds of pride.
It's like what the sensei always says: never underestimate your opponent.
Yeah.
Even if you're the best.
Get your squad to the safe zone. Leave no one behind.
Humility is almost always a safe bet. And I have, over my life, I've had to learn a lot of lessons that taught me to be a more humble person. I'm not perfect. I am not the most humble person in the world, but I do understand it, and I try, and I have to remind myself at times to be more humble, because shit, dude. In some situations, the tall blade grass is the one that gets cut. The one that's,
Oh, there's two here. One more.
being an asshole.
Drop my specialist. You
Gas is moving.
No, I picked up someone else that kill
You're in the
specialist.
last
Right?
2. Now finish this.
Teammate coming. Your specialist still here. Can I buy you back?
Depends how nice you're feeling.
Oh, I could. Right? It's still open, right? Still open, right? I'm gonna buy you back.
Yeah.
The
He's
enemy
under me.
squad hunting you is down. You're clear for now.
Ready for action.
Take it, bro.
He's up top.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. I was hurt. Oh, there was one on the bottom. Teammate got the bottom. Oh, it's just so...
1v1.
Who will win? Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Gas is closing in.
Here's another way I look at it. Like, sometimes when you have a military operation, you have an advanced party, and then you have
They picked the wrong
clear
fight.
cleanup.
Way to get it done.
So if you're gonna do an operation, you have a few people that go in and kind of break ground and get things prepared for the larger group to come in. That's what I kind of feel like is happening now. Is that a few of us that have become pretty aware are just the early ones, and that this will become more common for more people. We're just, like first ones in the door, or not even the first ones in the door by a long shot, but the frequency of our appearance has probably been increasing for a long time. Just like you say, the locust and the grasshopper. When the environment changes, it morphs into something else. Where we're something far more complex than a grasshopper. When times get tough, we probably not physically, but in some ways we morph into something else. In some ways, the people that think and act like the way that we do are just the reaction to that environment.
Aren't pigs kind of like that too? Like when they get in the wild, they start to go. Bored.
Yo, real, that was my last game, bro.
No, they're a boar. A boar just means it's an intact male. It's still got its balls.
Oh, okay. Oh, dude.
Oh, I think there's a different thing happening.
They're going feral. Is they just become kind of halfway between wild and domesticated.
All
which
right,
is
everybody.
Kind of worse.
Dragon's
than if they were
done.
just wild. A lot of times,
I think I'm
wild
gonna go ahead
animals
and
are
call
pretty
it. So,
peaceful. Feral animals can be a little bit more aggressive at
thanks
times.
everybody for watching.
They don't quite fit in their environment.
I would
like the
go.
original did.
I would go.
It's like those new.
longer,
It's like those new wolves.
I also
or
gonna get up tomorrow
or
at
boar
some time.
or pigs or whatever feral pigs that are showing.
my ninth one out of it. I'm going to go to this garden tomorrow. Berry house is set up. Gardens. Pick us. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. We'll be back. Goodbye.